There were two chests.
All right.
Two chests.
Gentlemen, we are live.
Hello.
Woo! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pharozena.
Hippie piss.
Session
9.
9. Good. The very 9th episode. So, bit of a wrap up. Last time we did level up. We did apparently, even though I forgot, I did narrate Silver passing on and to be part of the Feywild yet again. We ended with Visir levitating forward in the air, being strangled.
Cool.
Like he was like grasping
Darth
like,
Vader style.
Yeah, she like Darth Vadered his ass. And like you guys just, you know, for whatever happened, she kind of wanted the paladin dead. And so, like, from what she explained to y'all was like this was her opportunity. And yeah, then she kind of sent you guys into the tent because she knew she could see that you were very, very badly bruised and beaten. And you guys did help her clean up all the dead bodies. What we do fade away from is the scene of everybody like hunkering down in the tent. Bruce, your character Orcalis, goes over to one of the big chests that's there, and we just get this calm finally as everybody levels up, and the smell of flesh and blood and gore
And piss.
cooks throughout the jungle floor. And I mean, it smells very nice.
In the morning.
It's still about midday. Where I think we said we're about 10:30. Because not a whole lot of time actually passed, but
You said about half an hour, so yeah.
yeah, we're still in like midday. See, we've got this nice smell emanating as we all like get ready to pad down for the night, or for the day. But jumping back into the picture, we're gonna go to Bruce. We're going to go to Orcalis, and inside of this chest, you pause frame, you like had it and you were peeking into it. So roll me a perception check.
It's amazing drama.
$18.
18. So did you go to the? So they were like right next to each other. And
One
you
on
were
the right.
One on the right. Okay. So inside the one on the right, unmistakably, even though it is a bit dim, there is just the body of an incredibly long snake. Maybe an anaconda, just an incredibly huge, pale green, sort of dilapidated snake body with like scales kind of flicking up off of it. It
But
looks
no.
like there's a few slits in it.
So it's not alive.
You can touch it and like see if it is.
Yeah, I want
Flick it.
to flick it.
That
Doesn't
anaconda don't.
Doesn't move. Some of the scales actually, when you like pump into it, they like seem to like softer than you expected.
Like a dead snake.
Yeah, yeah, very much like dead snake. That's all that you know. That and the horrible stench that was locked away in it. That's all that's in there.
Close that one.
Okay.
Open the left one.
Okay. So you go over to the left one, and on the left one there is a characteristic to this jungle for some reason. One of those orange leather journals, just with a few pages in it on the bottom. There is a scroll sort of wrapped up next to the journal, an abacus, a tiny bag, like maybe a small coin purse of some sort, tiny leather bag. There is a lantern, a bedroll, some sort of Bible, and a hat. Nice little, looks like a folded up paper hat, but made out of like cloth. What you gonna do?
Open up the pouch.
Open up the pouch? Okay. So inside of the pouch are a bunch of like some sharp teeth, some canine teeth, various types of teeth. You notice like one human molar, maybe a front tooth, definitely some snake fangs.
Ooh, a dentist.
Yeah.
Okay, cinch that back up, throw it back in the chest, pick up the journal,
Mm-hmm.
walk back out of the tent. Is she still out there holding forward? When I walk out of the tent?
When you walk outside, she's like actually staring at him, just kind of like moving her hand, like you can hear like sort of a whisper from her direction.
I walk up to her and I say, your paladin had this journal. I'm sure you might want it. And there's a Bible in there and a dead snake
There's a snake in there?
in one of his chests.
Oh God, he said he got rid of that.
And he's got teeth in a pouch
Yeah.
and a scroll in there. I didn't touch
You know
the
what?
scroll.
I'll tell you what. If you go to the other side of this burning tent, or you can go join your friends in the other one, it's probably not best situated there right now. I will take that. Thank you. He's going to stay here with me. I hope you understand.
Oh, that's fine.
We have to talk, all of us later.
Me and him had our discussion when I was bringing him up to your paladin.
So what did he? Why are you with him exactly?
Well, mine was out of circumstance.
Circumstance.
I came out of a mirror 200 years from the time. 200, right? 200 years? Yeah. 200 years from the time that I went into this mirror.
And you
Somehow.
followed him.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah,
rightly so.
this-
He's a slick
this-
tongue.
this group.
Okay, safety. Yeah,
I was about to say, it's more about the group out in the middle of a jungle.
I'll tell you. I get that. This one here is not safe to be out in a group in the jungle with.
I'm-
If it were,
I'm finding that out.
yes, as me and Johnson and Marcus did.
So that far tent's good?
Yeah, you can go in there. No burning or dead bodies.
Because
Just-
I don't feel comfortable in paladins.
Yeah, I have to go through and see what else is in there. We found that snake a while ago, and he claimed that he really hated snakes for some reason. He never mentioned why. He just had an absurd hatred for them. So, I thought he had. I don't understand, but you can go there. I'll get you in a couple of hours.
I'll go to the far tent.
What would you like to eat? We have a bunch of rations now that we don't have to feed as many people.
Meat.
Meat?
Protein.
Okay. I'll bring you one short. Yes, if you would.
Do you like goblin?
I go to the far tent and I go in there.
And like this tent is a lot lower quality, sadly, but there is some nice bed rolls that you could stack and get a comfortable rest.
Well, when I go to sleep, my swords, my sheaths come out, but I cradle them. Yeah, I cradle them.
You have a scroll of telepathy.
It's
So
like,
you're just.
It was in the
And
bag.
we'll pause right there as you're like cradling, because she's
I'm-
gonna walk up and like pass you some food.
I thought about it the other day.
So we're gonna snap back to this picture of Vasir, and like, you walked off into the tent, and she turns back, and she's like,
Since we're going ahead and recovering this and everything, before I turned in and stuff, can I retcon studying steady to keep watch while I'm sleeping?
yeah, like on top of the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You can like, yeah. What would you say to him? You call him forth, obviously. Steady.
Yeah. Come steady. Just tell him to keep watch, and if anything happens, let me know, or if he, perceives anything,
So like as he like flies through the wall of the tent, because he's like a specter, and he just goes up there and like maybe like a minute or two after he like flies back in, he's like
Which translates to.
Vasir steps in.
Oh.
And he's like and he's just like
That's great.
and he's just looking at you.
I keep doing it.
And he just goes back out. You see him go through the top of the tent, and Vasir steps in. She's like, "Hello, everyone.
Oi!
How are we all?"
I'm literally sleeping.
He's literally sleeping.
So in your dream, you're gonna hear. You're not gonna hear exactly what's going on, but you hear like this nice touch of a voice, maybe helping you speak in your dream or something. But so yeah, we see this much very characteristic to an elf, I would say. She comes over she's got the nice gown on, and she doesn't look like her face is nearly prepared as you would have expected. It's kind of got a few wrinkle lines underneath it, her eyes, and but she has the nice long blonde hair and good dress. Comes in. How are we all doing?
We're doing beautifully. Don't mind the dead bodies outside.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We corralled them all, and they're burning fine. For now. Hopefully they don't attract anything. I wanted to thank you all. I know it might seem a bit uncharacteristic, but this camp had actually been taken hostage in a sense.
Yeah, but
We had been trapped in this jungle for quite some time. But for now, I've brought you all some food. She passes you each a ration. Please, I have water as well. She forms a little bit of water and leaves it there. It's got a little bit of mist coming off of it as it's nice and chilled. Take as long as you need. I've got to go sort to proper burial and allocation of some messages to people. Yes. Hopefully when you all awake, please come and see me. Understood?
Aye.
Thank you.
oi.
Just step out. And we get the vision of her going into the tent. At this time, you guys pass out, go to sleep. She brings you your ration, and you hear her step up, and she peeks in, and she sees you mage hands you over the thing.
Thank you.
She just leaves.
Thank you.
And she puts a little pitcher of water down, of course. We see her. She walks underneath Ford. She's like, keep watch, bitch. And goes over to the tent, and we get the picture of the little girl that went to wake her up going into the tent with her. Sleep falls to the party. You rest up.
It's a long rest or short rest?
This is absolutely... I need everybody to roll me d20, actually, except you.
What the? Here we go.
Oh, gosh. 18.
18,
16.
17, 16, 15? Yeah, you guys get 8 hours.
Cool.
Definitely. 8 hours undisturbed.
Thank God.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're fully healed.
Except Tyler, he's dead.
This smell of kerchecked flesh and fresh
Smells
blood.
like barbecue
It is just...
all over the air.
It is everywhere. And can you roll me a perception check real quick?
The smells are very comfortable to Orcalis.
I want out of the character. Hold on.
Yes, they are.
Very comfortable.
Stuff. Is that
Perception.
I don't know.
16. No,
The
17.
lady that gave us all that stuff, was that Vasir?
I forgot her name. Hey, Mike,
Yes, sir.
what's the name of the wizard lady?
Vasir.
She was the one who gave us all that stuff? All
The
the
sleep.
Nope.
She gave you sleep.
17.
Nothing, I'm not.
She
17.
gave you the ration and the water.
So you're walking through down this path that you yourself outside of game would know, but your character may also know. You don't think so?
Maybe a little bit, but not. Well, truth be told,
Maybe not this path
yeah,
because of the camp and stuff.
right.
But
I'm a
you
little far
definitely-
away because
yeah.
I'm still exploring.
So you know the area, but this is your first time in this part.
Yeah.
And the smell of this essentially barbecue is just attracting. Smell of fresh blood can be smelled for miles by many animals.
Oh boy.
And what we get is this vision of you, I guess, just traveling how one would travel. How would you travel? What would, if not seen by the people as of now, but if we were watching from a camera's perspective, what would the party, what would these individuals hear, what would the people at home see as you walk down this path?
Darkness.
Yeah, right. No, not quite. First and foremost, a lot of bad things out here.
Yeah, there are a lot of bad things out there. So you'd be going stealthily?
Yeah, it'd be more from just
The side of the
tree-
shadows?
Yeah, I wouldn't be approaching just Da da da. Me walking down the path. So, I mean, all the way up to like, would I have been like present as the commotion was happening, or is this just me walking along and all of a sudden like smelling the barbecue and?
See, I want to say you might hear it.
So I'm hearing
You're hearing-
explosions. I'm hearing clash on metal.
There is the sound of a crackling boom, you know, and there was also this thunderous lightning bolt that struck in the middle of the day too.
Right.
So there have been a few noises that have echoed from this place.
So very much stealthily as I could, moving through the shadows.
Let's roll me a stealth check.
Stealthily.
Yes, stealthy.
Oh, wait, I have a picture.
Except for that, he keeps on humming to himself. Dun 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 dun.
Wave dash.
It printed really shitty, but I got a little map.
For when people go off the grid.
Whoa.
So like over here,
Whoa.
and there's like these bushes and this like little hillside that you're walking up against, and you see this like hill up in front of you. So you're like over here at the tree.
Yeah.
You dash over into the tree.
Yep.
What'd you roll for yourself?
10.
10?
Yep. Half
So-
plate. Gotta love it.
You don't go as stealthily as you'd like, unfortunately. As you like clatter through the limbs, maybe like a piece of leather gets kind of caught on a branch, and the branch breaks, and your leather clangs back.
Yeah.
You're like, you just keep hustling through. Are you cloaked or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna have an overcloak.
No overcloak. Okay.
Kind of like traveler's garbs.
Okay. So yeah, you're making your way towards this smell, and it's like some birds seem to have taken notice.
It's a staff, but it's more like a walking staff. So like,
Quarter, or like an eighth staff or something.
yeah, not a quarter staff.
It's like a Gandalf
Yeah,
staff.
Smaller.
Okay.
Walking mostly. Can be used as a weapon, but mostly for hiking.
Okay.
That's all you.
Definitely. So you just
And then got my shield, so that's probably half the other reason why I'm not so stealthy. So.
I'd say the shine is definitely what the birds are
Oh
attracted
no,
by.
it's dull.
It's dull?
Dull, dark.
Well, as you make your way through, for whatever reason, it seems like some birds up in the tree canopy have noticed your dark colors moving along sort of like a predator would. And they just kind of chirp, chirp, chirp. Don't really bother you at all, but there's definitely some bird commotion overhead, some chirping, some jumping around. And you just stroll further and further closer to get in view of the camp. Now at this time there is just a goblin that's just suspended and is like scratching at his throat, like, and then like every couple seconds we see this like, and then he just starts doing it again.
We find our protagonist.
And
Interesting.
yeah, there's this fire that the smoke is rising up off of and going into the tree canopy. That is undoubtedly where the smell is coming from.
The
You can see
barbecue
like
pit.
body parts
Oh.
stacked on one another, and like, yeah,
Barbecue.
they're melting away. But outside of this one man chilling here on the ground, who seems to be like glowing in some sort of light, his head is off his body. The camp is still.
Nobody around.
Nobody really around. Nobody really out and about right now. But there is somebody left the stove going.
Literally.
Somebody left a hot, fresh fucking pie sitting out there. What are you gonna do? What would you like to do?
I'll go cruising over to the goblin.
Now he's about like 10 feet in the air. 10, 12 feet in the air.
So I'm gonna walk around, just trying to keep an eye out. Like I would skirt him, around
here?
behind him. Yeah, just kind of getting an eye on all directions, see if anybody's in the camp. Kind of scout it out.
So roll me a perception check. And a stealth check.
So perception. Perception. 16.
16. Okay.
And then a 16 on stealth.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way around the camp pretty quietly. It doesn't seem like seems like the guy that's like the goblin that's up there like kicking frantically is so focused on trying to breathe that he can't really hear you or anything. The dead body on the ground is dead body on the ground, but the light just keeps shifting around it. Really weird.
Ooh. What does it look like, the dead body?
It looks like a man with a man's body, mind you, a man's body with a little bit of blonde hair, maybe about 2 feet's worth, cut at each side of his shoulder, and his neck has been severed off pretty clean at a slant. He's got this really dirty chest plate that looks like this. And other than that, he's just got silver-clad armor with some nice.
He's got magic going right now.
It's like an odd
So
golden glow.
I have Spare the Dying. I mean, would it?
Do you?
Mhm.
You're gonna try and spare the dying?
No, I mean it's or not Spare the Dying. What is it? Yeah, Spare the Dying. It basically. Oh, what's the other one?
No, spare the dying is if
No,
you're
hold on. There's one other
you're
one.
unconscious.
It's not Spare. It's the other one that like makes their body last longer.
They can't turn undead.
Yeah.
Spare the dying.
Is that Spare the Dying?
No, there's another one.
There's one that basically.
Safeguards them.
No, that spell's called preservatives.
Yeah, pretty much, right? That's what it is. So, like, if you have a revive spell, but you have to wait until, like, the next day, you can cast this spell real quick and, like...
I thought it was just preventing them from becoming undead.
I think it makes
And
it
they
where
can-
they can't rise
And
again.
they no longer have to make death saving throws.
Now, if you would like to do that, that is perfectly fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect his body, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, could I know what it is? Like, what's shimmering around him? What is it? That's what I have.
So you'd have to do like an identification or detect magic to see what was going on around it.
Right. Okay.
So if you did this, you'd just be adding your own aura to it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Pissing.
You could just take a piss on him too.
No, I'll leave him alone.
You could like hold a bag of bread that seems.
I'm more
to
curious
piss.
about the goblin.
Goblin.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So with the perception and you stealth around pretty well, Tyler. You don't really notice anything. It sounds like maybe from this tent there's a bit of rustling, but it's about 11 o'clock now. You've made your way up. Now I'd say you actually get up to this
Mm-hmm.
a little bit later in the day.
Okay.
So like it was about 10:30 when they all fell asleep. I'd say it's about 1 o'clock now.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, and like these bodies, the smell has really gotten strong.
Okay.
Definitely like a lot of noise in the tree canopy behind you encircling the camp. You have that verdant green that creates that canopy that blacks out any light from coming through it over top the camp. And then, but other than that one shuffling noise, the camp's still. Now, where would you like to go?
Right in front of the goblin. And I'll look up at him.
And he is like, you can see almost what he's clawing at is like this invisible line that's like impressed into his neck. And then like every couple seconds, it just like disappears and then looks like it retightens. So you get like this image of him like, and then just being choked again after one breath.
Interesting.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, sorry.
10.
You're good.
Yeah. So,
Because Steady's not that intelligent.
let's see. Hold on.
Steady is not that intelligent yet.
Let's see.
It is not.
Let's see.
if the indication of the woman walking
Hello,
in.
friend. No. Ah, that's him. Gosh darn it.
I told you.
I know.
See what you got.
Working. It's working.
¿Cómo está?
Progress.
Let's see. Hello.
You gonna say hello to
Tell
him?
me, friends. How do you find yourself in such a predicament? Huh? I know
So you say this to the goblin,
Yes.
and you like see his head, like his eyes are like completely bloodshot and kind of bugging out, and he looks down. He's like,
I don't know what to tell you. Are you here to make fun of me too?
It's too bad I don't have Dispel Magic.
That's what he says to you, though. He says, "Are you here to make fun of me too?"
Ah, little green thing such as yourself, huh? Why would I do such a thing?
It's a good question. But here I hang.
He's almost like a cat toy, no?
No. You could say that.
I do like my toys.
Yeah. You see his hands come down off of his his hand, like his neck where he's being clawed at. He just like kind of his neck stretches out and he like dangles there and he's. he pulls down his pants and he's like, "Here's a toy."
So he whips his dick out. Okay.
He whips his little green pecker
As
out
he's choking to death.
as he's choking to death.
You know, it worked for that Billy Carradine guy. You know.
What?
I mean, if that's what gets you
What?
off.
What a bravado.
That's what he does, though.
Play with this.
At least I know now why you're in your predicament, huh?
Because people take advantage.
That does not look like they're
When
being
they-
taken advantage. That looks like you are the one having fun.
Yeah. In your last moment of living, what would you do if somebody's insulting you?
Last moment of living. Tell me, are
I
you
need-
that close to dying?
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, that's a 23.
It's 23?
Yeah.
You
Again, cleric.
you feel like this like fingertips sort of caress the side of your face as he says, "Won't you save me?" And yeah.
So is that game, is it?
Oh.
What game? What game?
shit.
What game? I've got gold.
And yeah, hold on real quick.
Now keep drilling. It makes a better impression.
Oh my god.
So damn, yeah.
You're getting bad rolls, aren't you?
No, he's
Oh.
he's rolling good.
Oh.
Giant snake comes up.
How the second character dies.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, like
Instantaneously.
you felt the fingertips, but your mind is
Oh, charm person,
cracked
right?
shut. Like you're not even phased, but you definitely know
Flat out.
definitely know what happened.
Like, this is my trick of the bag, bro.
And so then he reaches in and he's like,
What about a reward?
What does a little man like you floating in the air have to offer to me?
and like as soon as you say that, he like quickly pulls out a purple sword, and it's just like power.
You have no idea what power is, little man.
Neither do you, apparently.
And he's still being. Let's take this.
I love that. He's like,
He's like,
yada yell, act like he pulled out little toothpick.
Neither do you, apparently.
So, there is one problem. Your predicament is beyond my control.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm actually useless to you.
Yeah, pretty much. I have no dispel magic, which is what it is. I got hold person. I got everything that's he's in there of, but I can paralyze him. I have an idea. If I can spare you from the fires.
like his eyes bug out a little bit more, and he's like,
What? Who said anything about fire?
So, I will. Let's see.
Fireball.
"Your wisdom? Oh, you're a fuck.
What?
That is nice."
Let's see. I think I shall cast Feign Death on you.
Feign death?
Yeah, for all purposes, you shall die. Until I wake you up. Perhaps outside of camp, huh?
What do you want?
You promised me power. And a nifty little glowing sword, I think.
This is all I have to offer. It's the most precious thing I have.
Besides your life.
This is
That
worth
is
more.
something
This dude is
to
smooth.
remember.
Holy shit.
This sword is worth more.
Give me the sword, and I will at least attempt to get you out of your fate.
He like flicks the sword up and grabs it by the blade.
I'll take it. And
Roll
I'll
me a Constitution saving throw.
detect magic. No, damn it.
As soon as you touch it, buddy.
Constitution saving throw. Not gonna happen.
Ooh, natural 1. You died. No. Yeah, like instantly. Who's your god?
Not
Don't-
anymore.
Don't have one.
Yeah.
Lysander?
Well. What was that, Marshall? No. No. So like, you feel like
The
a very
bastard tricked me.
a very strong sensation in your hand that definitely spreads to your body.
Okay, interesting. He's about ready to get his butt whooped.
You're gonna receive 4 damage,
Oh, that hurt?
psychic damage.
Oh, it hurts.
Like your mind feels a shock, and inside of your mind, my friend,
Mm-hmm.
as you are in your own head in this vision, trying to hold together as this seizuric pain comes over you, this just menacing image comes up over you. And you see this.
Damn you all.
Standing there in the darkness, almost as if from where you're standing, he's causing the ground underneath you to shrink. And when you look at what the ground is, it's his hands holding your brain.
That's good.
But after the pain ends, you feel good. You don't hear any voices. You can see very well. Very well. And as of now, you are called to a direction. Almost as if what little bit of soul or humanity inside of you left is compelled to go here. And it's trailing directly east. So like you feel this, you receive the damage, and you feel your heart kind of be tugged that direction. What do you do? Like the goblin, as you like pull it up and begin to cast your spell, this all happens, you know? And he just starts laughing as he sees you.
What trickery is this, huh? You tried to fool me.
Not me. Not me. The same one that fooled us all. The same one that damned this world. The same one that fucking oracle lied to us about.
And at this time, you hear footsteps behind you.
Cool. Can you remove curse on yourself?
Yes.
Huh?
You could. Yeah.
Then I would just do it automatically with the anticipation that I am screwed. What?
On what grounds?
The fact that it just hurt and I saw a vision of like something that I don't like.
Even though you feel power,
I don't care about that. Not for
you
money.
don't know who that person was. You can roll me an
But-
insight check.
All right.
If you
Let's
roll
see.
me, I'll let you roll an insight check to see if you like how you feel about this.
Okay.
But
One.
Sure.
That will determine. If you get, I'll set the DC at
Character
15.
number 2.
15 is reasonable.
15.
15 is reasonable.
You
Roll
can
me an
just wanders
insight.
off camp before meeting any of the rest of the party. Never be seen again. What'd you get?
3.
Oh.
Dice do not lie. Dice do not lie, my friend.
Wait, did you get inspiration dice?
Nope.
That was me. Never mind.
That was you.
Damn.
I was gonna say if he did, his character's dead.
I have a plus 8.
Now here's the thing: if we were grouped together and he was part of the group, you can.
You can
Gift
give
in
to
it.
him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say that you would feel the
I
urge
feel
to.
the power.
That's
I
the
feel
thing.
the thing.
You feel power. You feel power all over your entire body. You squat, your legs feel more powerful. It feels like the muscles bulge harder.
That just sounds messed up, dude.
So I'll literally cast Feign Death on him.
Okay.
And like
You just, what would it look like for you? I want to
So-
know kind of how your magic works.
my eyes would go black and like the veins and everything would just go black around there and it'd like and then it would just be like
Take his soul.
kind of, but
Put it in
Feign
your
Death
hand.
is just it makes it look like he died.
Okay. So then, like, you take the sword. I don't know where you put the sword, but with the other hand,
The
feint him, and his little body just. And the footsteps behind you have stopped. And I need you to roll me a save real quick. It's not a bad save. What does hold person save? Strength saving?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So roll me a wisdom saving throw.
what is that? 6?
Yeah, it's a DC 16. So
15.
so.
So close.
It was damn close. Like that was damn close. But yeah. So like behind you and like
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you tried to like pull your sword down or something out of the air after you did that, you're stuck, and you cannot move, and you feel this hand come up and grip you, and she's like this nice eerie voice. My. I expected a dinosaur, not. She like tilts you back. No. And you like, your face is all veined up and shit. So like, she's really concerned why you look like a great white shark in attack mode right now. And she's just like, interesting. And as like she says that, Ford's body just bam hits the ground, just ragdolls. And she's
Well, I
like,
see what was holding that poor thing.
yes.
Why would you do such a thing to such a poor animal?
Ask yourself. She begins to raise you up into the air.
Oh my god.
Why would you come and take somebody's kill unannounced?
The poor thing was suffering.
The poor things.
Do you not know being a cleric of the light, no?
You're a cleric of the light who seems to be possessed by some type of unholy darkness.
No, I am not a cleric of the light. I am a cleric of the grave. There is a big difference. Do not misunderstand.
Are you the reason all of these dead bodies and people have been coming back to life?
Quite the contrary. I do not like such things. My skill sets are geared towards taking care of these abominations.
But you just killed a living.
I merely set the poor thing free. I had no other means.
What is your god?
I have no idea what you're speaking of.
What is your god?
I don't know.
You're about to find out, my friend.
It's not on my character sheet.
And like you'll feel this little ring come and tighten around your throat, and like you just can't breathe. Every few seconds, you feel it dissipate, and like you can.
If this is your idea of torture, let's go find the bed.
Hey yo!
And you'll see her stop in her eyes. So like she's got one hand that's arcane moving in like a Doctor Strange circle, and then her eyes just seem to light up. And she's like,
Dear.
come here for the smell of blood, huh?
You can, as well as everything else, smell it from 50 miles away.
Why are you here and not everything else, though?
I told you already. The undead plague these lands. I'm only here to find out why.
Well, fortunately, you're going to have to hang out for a moment.
I don't have a choice.
I had some unfinished business with this one, but
My most humble apologies.
it's
Was not
fine.
my place to overstep, but the poor thing will suffer.
Bait is bait.
Ah,
Whether you are bait or he is bait, that's what I have to decide on now.
Listen, he's floppy, that's all.
Yes, you are not. You are much more tantalizing for what I'm attracting. And I don't have any ties to you.
Toys?
Yeah, you know, the things that, link people together. Ties.
Oh, sad
I
to
don't
say.
care about your existence, in other words.
You're quite evil for who you are, no? What
She'll
are
like
those
reach up
shiny
to her
things
neck.
around your neck?
She'll like reach up to her neck. I
Trying
am
to
not.
say though.
You're not.
I am not evil. You simply just killed a goblin in front of me.
Not in front of you.
And you'll see
behind
like
me.
the light kind of flow down around her. Lathander would never have that. This is simply an act of dealing with a damned soul such as yourself.
Oh, would you stop it? He's still alive.
Yes? So tell me this. Why do you have that sword?
The deal's the deal, you know.
A deal? Kill him for his treasure.
No, set him free. Never specified how.
And she just stops. She's like, would you like to make a deal?
Nah, I don't see why not.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Let me think of a deal. But, what was the exact stipulations of your deals, exactly? And, I would really like to know.
I'll have what he's having.
And, you're gonna feel like, not fingertips this time, but like a hand sort of grab the back of your head, and I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my dear. I hate this dice.
A 2.
Screw this dice.
Put it in timeout. It goes out in timeout.
You feel where like these words kind of thump into your body. Why don't you tell me exactly what's going on here?
The goblin said, hey, set me free and he'll give me power. He gave me the sword. So I set him free. It's a simple deal. No?
How did that sword give you power?
The crap if I know. I grab it and it makes me feel good.
That's what he said. Oh goodness.
Your relations are no place for me, lad. Lass.
Says the
My
man
lady.
who likes to grab things and feel good. Well,
Right, bud.
this
Listen.
is
The sword, it has some sort of power. The goblin, he is free, no?
for now.
Yeah.
You though, you will have to stay there for a moment.
It seems I have no choice. Except if I could do it by the round and maybe set myself free.
You may try. With disadvantage.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Way to metagame in character.
For real. Is there a strength save for hold person
Yeah.
at the end of every turn?
Is it strength or something else?
Maybe it's strength.
No, it's wisdom. It's either
Spellcasting.
duration.
Dice check?
Yeah,
So I know.
I think it's just duration,
Hold on, I have hold
and,
person.
and it's a concentration spell.
Okay.
Hold person. Choose a humanoid that you can see within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target may make a wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends.
So yeah, she like as she goes to walk away, you see the arcane magic kind of fade from her hand, but you're still like seem to be held in place pretty tightly. You can make me a wisdom save.
You are on pause.
Would you like me to roll it for you?
Nope.
I got a 20.
You would too.
Oh.
13.
Is that you, Bruce?
That
Unfortunately.
was an actual 19. Huh?
13. I'm still stuck.
Yeah, her save's a 16. Just so you know.
That's fine.
So yeah, she
To the end.
leaves you there.
Hey, little bird, what are you doing over there? Come here and help me.
And so, like, the birds kind of fly up and perch up on your shield. They're still really interested in you. I imagine, like, as, like, the breath, the choker removes itself, your veins would kind of fade back away, right?
Oh yeah, my veins are gone as soon as like the
You get-
spells pretty much.
Okay. So you get this image of her just turning around, going over and picking up the dead body of Ford,
Yeah.
and just kind of whisking him off over to the and yeah, you're just hanging there.
say that if I could spare him from the fire, I didn't say anything more. So.
Just take my words. I stink.
No, that is not you.
No, that's me. That's
Oh.
me. I didn't realize. But yeah, so the birds come and land, and they just chirp, chirp, chirp to you for a while. Seem like they're chirping. There's like 5 or 6 birds of different colors.
Everybody's gone again?
Yeah, everybody's gone. I'll give you one more wisdom save to see if you break free.
That would not work. That would work, but the other would not. Nope.
Dude, nice roll.
I know,
So
right?
you're just gonna hang suspended there for a little while, being choked
Just hanging
nicely.
Oh, you got to see that, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Why
comes
do you
up.
make a strength saving throw?
Oh, did I?
No, not him. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, I thought I'd move. Yeah,
Test myself, you know.
I'm done with my dice today.
Yeah, good reason.
I think I'll just hang out here and take a rest.
Yeah. So yeah, she like vanishes off into the tent.
Madame, do you mind massaging a little lower?
It gets a little bit tighter. It's like, yeah. So you're just stuck there, and the camp goes still again.
This is boring.
It is oddly boring, right? Like, but the fire continues to rage. Hours pass, becomes about 6, and in the meantime, you've seen a few people like come out of the tent, but not the same lady that you saw. You see one girl holding a bow come out, carrying like just chunks of snake.
That
Just
is
like-
rather unappetizing.
So are you?
Excuse me.
Goes over and she's
Just
like,
because I'm hanging around doesn't mean I'm unappetizing. In fact, most girls find me rather attractive, don't you think?
no, not me. Too pale. Just tosses chunks into the
Whatever.
fire. And you guys can have some conversations as she walks in and out, emptying this body of a snake onto
What,
this
bestiality?
fire.
Really?
You're the one who got the morph into a bear.
You see two guys emerge from within there, and they're not really clad in any armor or anything.
They look like spellcasters?
They don't look like spellcasters.
Damn. Did she look like a spellcaster? No, she did.
She had a bow on her back.
Oh, damn.
These guys are unarmed in like regular clothing, and you see them kind of like glare at you and like walk past into the tent,
Sorry, boys. Not my flavor.
and they don't say anything to you. So, but yeah, hours go on, and I believe if everybody would like to make me a roll 20 check, please, a D20 check with performance, please.
Performance.
Yes.
Not you.
Yeah, one.
You too.
But I'm also sleeping, so you know. I had a 5 total.
Get a 5,
7.
7,
6.
6, 7. Okay, so 2 of you wake up at the same time. You'll wake up after them. You'll wake up last. Okay?
Cool.
5, 6, 7. That's pretty good, guys. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, madame. Do you mind coming out for a second?
So, Will,
I have a husband.
you wake up, and Marshall, you wake up. There is this pungent smell of burning flesh just filling the air. Sound of not the same kind of choking noise, coming from outside of the tent.
It would smell like cooked meat, by the way.
It does smell like cooked meat, but there's now do like a little choking voice from like. What would that sound like for your character? That's what they all would hear. Every couple seconds.
Is it would just restrict a little bit, but I don't think there would be any problems.
So you hear this like guy outside just apparently talking to himself.
That's pretty much it.
Like being choked.
It's a little raspy because he's got barely no airflow.
And like you wake up and like you Steady's like on your chest, like.
So I just looked down and said, like, hey, what you see? You're supposed to be keeping watch. Hey, you dumb bird. And what's it,
Like as you wave your hand, he
Bye, bird.
goes away.
and I get up and I guess I step outside the tent.
Yeah. And you see him step outside of the tent. And yeah, this really, really pungent smell of flesh being cooked. Smoke. It's a little bit smoky here around the tent areas. Still hear all the trees and everything. You know, the animals, they're more intense now, if anything. And you look
They're
around or
intense?
anything, they're more intense.
I know, I'm joking.
Well, yeah, of course I'm going to look
There's
up and
more
see
intense?
where, I remember before it being, and now there's...
Yeah. So when you look, you get this. What does Exile Bear see?
Pretty much like pale half elf, sort of speaking.
Pale half elf. What are you clothed in?
Yellow eyes. Traveler's cloak. More like I guess it would be almost like a swashbuckler, wouldn't it? Just a nice pants with a little ruffly down the front and
Half plate.
almost trench coat. Yeah, there's a half plate. Yeah, no ruffles. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So you see him
Dark.
as they're like
boiled over.
being
Blacked
hung.
out.
So I'm just going to kind of look quizzically, and I'm just going to poke my head back in the tent and go, hey, boys, Ford got taller and paler.
You hear this.
Like, I'm going to pop back out and start walking towards him.
You hear in the back of your mind.
Did you pick up the amulet?
No, he picked up the sword.
Oh, did you pick up the amulet?
He picked
Perhaps.
Oh dear.
God damn
We're
it.
all cursed.
Which one of us is, who's raise of hands, who's not cursed? One of us is not cursed, okay.
Because I know better
Are you
than to pick up stuff.
I mean, you have PTSD.
No, but he hasn't touched the rock on his shield yet.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
pretty
tried
sure.
to pull it off of the
Gotcha.
shield.
Yeah.
Dear fucking...
So yeah. Good job, Bruce.
Good for you, Bruce.
Wait, aren't your weapons like some kind of curse or no? No.
No.
He's a time traveler.
No.
No.
He's got no time for curses.
No time. But you hear like a sleep is different. The mind is blank.
Steady?
The bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna check Corbin's skull real fast.
Coran.
Corbin.
Like open your bag. It's like they're looking at you. The brain is kind of began to dilapidate and like it's all like kind of mushed over the top of your stuff in your bag. But like his mouth is like
I imagine the tongue's flapping out too.
there's no tongue.
Oh, no, never mind then.
It's just like the bone and frill of his face, just like the blue parts. The scales are even starting to flake off at this point. Doesn't smell the best either. That's delicious.
No steady. We not eat our friends.
Sasha.
Have I caught on that that's the sword talking to me yet?
I mean, you saw the sword wrap around your arm.
The sword, yeah.
Okay.
Like when you picked it up, the sword wrapped around your arm and
I
like
hate these snake people.
latched on. It didn't bite you, but like you felt it wrap. You felt your arm go numb, and then you felt the power seem to fill up your arm as like your muscles and everything were strong. They felt really nicely wrapped.
Okay.
But like, and I believe Sashar did say something to you when you picked up the sword. So I believe she had thanked you for freeing her from the paladin.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's kind of happy with you. She's like, Sashar, you hold me tightly now.
At that point, I'm just gonna kind of look at the sword, just go.
And so, like, did you hold the sword while you were asleep? Did you mean to? It's definitely still there.
It didn't mean to, but apparently it's still in my hand.
It's still there. And, like, you notice that there's this very thick snake wrapped around your hand. And, like, little head, a boa constrictor head is like,
I can see this.
yeah, you can see it.
Does it look like Steady does, where it's like, you know, kind of translucent?
It's like 80% there, 20% translucent. Like it's pretty hard to deny the green and patterns on it, but like if you go to stick your hand through it, it'll go through it.
Which I'm going to go ahead and do and start like waving my hand through its head and like.
She says, this is just so you can understand. It's much better to see this form than just a talking sword. The paladin did not understand that.
He didn't understand a lot of things.
Something about light, and the only thing he needs is the light, and false imageries I don't understand. Stupid mortals and their gods.
Don't be insulting the gods. We've had enough of that in the past couple of days.
Fair. What is your name?
I am exiled Burr.
I am Sashar. You hold my backbone.
Where are the rest of you?
Inside. Trapped. Entombed. Sealed. For now. Resting. I am.
Does that mean the rest of you was sealed because you're evil?
No.
Just misunderstood.
Just.
Don't say misunderstood. Don't.
Not evil. All animals have their purpose. Mine was just misunderstood.
Suddenly the snake grows a goatee as well.
He went for the long run.
You see, I once served as a symbol of pride and power for a people here in this world. But I've been long forgotten, tucked away by a man. I don't know why, but he was doing a service, he said. But either way, I am here now.
I'll hold on to you for now.
You can't let me go.
Aye, but I can break you.
That would not be smart.
Maybe, maybe not.
The last guy tried.
Aye, but I'm not the last man, and I defeat that one.
It's true. And when you say that, you feel like your arm get a little bit stronger. Like the power. It's like as if you were to flex it, right? Like as it's wrapped around you, you feel the grip tighten, and it's like almost feels like your muscles grow as this happens. Like it bulges and gets tighter around you.
She's like, I like your spirit.
The name's Armand. Are you gonna sit there and keep talking to yourself? Or are you gonna come and help me get down?
That's what you hear. And at that time, we're gonna flash to you, Marshall. As you wake up,
Is it a
undoubtedly,
picture exactly?
like as you're like snapping
Aye.
to, you hear him.
Strange
Like, kinda
floating.
talking. What would you be
Ford.
doing as you wake up?
He would wake up and probably the first thing he sees coming out of the tent would be all the bodies, and he would probably also see the alive camp soldiers escorting like the ashes to and fro, and just carrying it, like walking back and forth, right? All the dead
Oh no,
bodies.
that happened while he was hanging.
Oh.
No soldiers are out right now.
What are they?
No dead bodies. It's
They're all
burned
thrown in the
pile.
fire. The camp right now is Exile Bear outside talking to something,
Can somebody please do me a favor? Go
and
get the lady out of the tent.
this guy over here hanging suspended in the air. Ethan, you're doing a good thing.
None of the other
What's he doing?
He's getting the lizard.
none of the other camp soldiers are.
Nah, nobody's out there.
Hello, friend. And
I
he's
would
like,
turn to greet you, but unfortunately, I'm a little in a predicament.
oh, and then like he turns to so he can hopefully be in like your peripheral. Is this better?
Sure thing. Do you mind helping get me down? So I might be able to have a more cordial conversation. conversation.
I can try. The echo. The echo will swoop under like where the spare helmet is, kind of like lift up and then float up towards where this very sexy person is, floating in the air.
So your shadow goes up there, right?
Yes, the shadow will go up there.
This is no.
Is there a way for the shadow to maybe stop the spell by attacking it precisely?
Oh, dear me.
Try and find out.
How can you bear it?
He's going to attack, I guess, there's like a line, right?
There's like an impression that appears and fades around his throat. Like it's like strangling him, and then it seems like it dissipates, and it's like it slowly reappears and wrenches his neck down to choke him, to strangle him.
That's a...
Were you rolling to attack
Yes, he was.
I wanted to like...
his neck?
Yeah.
Well,
He
Okay.
was.
No,
Well-
you already rolled.
alright,
Okay.
it's a 24.
He just punched me in the neck.
You unhanded or hit him with your?
Non-lethally.
You just bash him with your shield?
Unarmed.
Okay. So your shadow
What I was
goes up there.
hoping to do was maybe punch whatever... There was like a line or something, like...
Yeah, it's like
Great.
wrapping around his throat.
I wanted to attack just that.
Okay, so like you go up and like you see the line appear and fade. Like you see through the shadow's eyes, right?
Yes.
So like bam! He just clocks you in the throat. Roll for damage.
Oh, I don't want to anymore.
Just choke it out. Choke it out. Just choke it out.
If you were able to talk, you're not now. You've been clocked in the throat.
Oh,
And suddenly he has an English accent.
I forgot what I...
Oi, mate.
It's unarmed.
You're doing unarmed, so
Screw that
One
noise.
plus
it's straight damage. Yeah, it's just
It'll be
less
like
your strength
5.
bonus.
And
It's just 5.
Nice. You receive 5 bludgeoning damage. As you like,
Does it work?
no. He's now just being choked and punched in the throat.
Right, this is not where I wanted it to go.
my eyes will go black and the veins will pop out.
Well, that did not work.
And then I look at
Exile
him.
Bear, I'm going to find...
Wait, he's doing something.
Oh, oops.
In response to you punching him.
And I will not do anything because I'm held in person.
You're being held like still.
Whole person paralyzes you, does it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't do your magic through your eyes?
No.
No, because
Okay.
most magic needs a.
It's a verbal,
Verbal,
semantic,
Okay,
something.
he wouldn't be able to talk. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
So like, let's see. Yeah, semantic. So I couldn't do anything.
If you had a spell that only required visual, you would do that, but that's about it.
Okay.
Or verbal, right?
Yeah.
Because I could still talk, I guess. But
oh,
you would do wise to
I'm
go get the lady out of the tent.
oh, that's a brilliant idea. And he's going to do just that. He's
So-
going to go into the tent.
You leave your shadow there?
And
The
Exile
shadow-
Bear watched all this just going.
the shadows, the shadows just gonna
That's
dissipate,
what he
and the
wants,
helmet's
big
gonna
boy.
fall like on the floor.
Okay.
Just enjoying the
Falls down on
show.
the ground.
Yes.
And as you walk away to the tent, you're about 10 feet from it. Go to Bruce. Laying in bed, you wake up, probably still got your palms of your swords held tight. Yeah, you wake up.
I'll put my,
So you just instantly
and
be
then
good. Move.
So it begins.
So yeah, you wake up, tent's just like you found it.
And What do I smell? I smell
Burning.
it from him. I smell it from him, or
Fresh fucking breakfast.
and I smell it from
Nah.
You smell it coming out the door of that tent. I wouldn't say coming from him, but damn, like, if you were to walk out, you would get the vision of just this barbecue pit burning, and then a guy being held like
Ford was.
Ford was in the same spot, but like I guess from the perspective it would kind of look like over the fire.
I'll walk in front of him and say, "Weren't you a goblin last night or this morning?"
That's what I said.
And the snake's like, "You guys are really funny."
The things you do. I tell you.
Weren't you a goblin?
Alas, I have tried to set the poor
You don't
goblin.
sound that clear.
Oh, fine. Whatever. Just go get the lady.
What happened with your voice?
I can't even do that. He punched me.
And you see Marshall walking off to the tent. His helm just on the ground. Just...
Do we see Ford laying on the ground outside?
She took him in the tent.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
All good?
You think we're still getting paid for these?
No,
No.
Shit.
All right. So
no,
now
don't use that again.
Would
I'm
you
gonna
like to-
I'm gonna start scoping around, making sure there's nothing coming out of the woods.
Okay.
because
Yeah, and I'll
of
go the opposite
because of
direction
the
of him.
smell.
Yeah.
Go over here, and I imagine you go like right over here.
Yeah.
Just kind of watch guard.
Yeah.
And so for you, definitely, at least directly in front of you, it's like clear as fuck.
Just on my hands.
Clear as day. You can see a little bit into the tree line as well, maybe about 5 feet. It's very dark though, but you do have it's a little bit clearer to you now. Yeah. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's essentially the same thing, but in your general vicinity, it is not as bright. Roll perception checks, both of you.
19.
19.
I'll eventually remember what perception is. Okay, 15.
15. So the birds, they still seem to be chattering quite a bit. Definitely hear a bit more action than you did this morning. The jungle is alive. Nothing really in the tent can be seen. Maybe a few small voles and cockroaches running about on the ground.
Can I go ahead and do the ritual for speak with animals? It takes 10 minutes.
You can begin it, yeah.
Yeah, so I can just go ahead, so I can try to hear what the animals are saying to see if
In the
they're-
woods and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll flash off from you casting that, and
Birds
you'll
are-
be.
The birds are making noise, so and they're not freaking out. So
Squawk, squawk, motherfucker.
Ethan.
Let's go.
Come to Jason, you wake up last. Tent is empty, other than what you found when you first came. Well, you didn't even fall asleep there. You got carried there by your mama.
Yeah.
well, ain't the three that we're supposed to be protecting? In there
Oh,
with
they are in there with you. I forgot.
Oh,
So you
you're
wake up to Silas, Chance, and
Connor,
Mary.
you're right.
Yeah.
It-
That pinched.
So I'm just going.
And when you do that, you hear.
Ah, what a lovely day!
Oh, cool.
My name's Scomar!
Didn't ask. Anyway.
What happened yesterday? You fell asleep?
I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna see like a giant gash and a hole in my clothing. And where there used to be like a feather, like wing tattoo, it now has
Slice through it.
a slice through. This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
I need to go to a tailor.
Okay. So you say that to the guy in your head?
No, I'm saying that to myself. I need expert advice. I'm talking to myself.
Nah, you look great, man!
I look over to the 3 people protecting me, or watching over me.
Yeah. They're kind of like.
Can any of you tailor clothes?
And Silas looks at you and he's like, "With time, what is yours made of?"
This is silk.
Silk.
Well, at least the part that's ripped.
You'd need to find me something to repair it with, definitely. But those sorts of gashes and holes,
No, you
you
can, you
can't
can
necessarily
earn some
patch
brownie points
without
here.
fabrication. I tell you, I could fix it perfectly if you bring me some silk.
Alright,
Somebody's in the
hold on. I'll check around. Thank you.
And Mary pulls out from her bag. She's like, "In the meantime, you could wear this cloak I have."
Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. As I'm saying that, I'm taking my shirt off.
Fuck, who keeps farting?
I'll set it on where I
Might be
was.
my armpits.
Oh.
I'll set it where I was sleeping. I'll put on the cloak.
Okay. It's just this commoner's cloak. It's very clean. It's got an actually pretty nice fleece exterior from
There's no way.
as opposed to what you would have expected.
The audience
It's
just
dedication to the
Yeah,
game.
she's like,
use some
"Yes,
Febreze deodorant.
I make clothing and stuff."
Thank you, Mary. I
I
appreciate it.
thought Ford said that several times, but I hear you weren't listening. I miss Corad. But if we find some more,
No, it's too bad you're outside.
Did I hear that?
if we find some no, but you feel a little vibration inside of your bag. So she's like,
Just look at him.
I could fabricate clothing for an entire civilization if I had a proper herd of cattle. So if you bring him silk and me some clothing, I'm sure we could come up with something
Leather?
very good together.
Alright, I'll go ask around the camp. I need to see if they have a tattoo artist anywhere in here anyway.
Okay, so you leave.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah.
They follow you.
Oh, cool.
And Skullmar actually is the one that points this out. He's like, "Do they normally follow you?"
No. Oh. Hey, I'm gonna be talking to myself here for a little bit. Don't worry about it.
No, I won't. I'm gonna talk to you too.
No, I'm talking to those three.
Oh,
That is
Mary
good to
looks
know.
up. She's like, "We're not saying anything."
I know, but the amulet is.
Yeah? Don't tell them. What amulet?
I'm snitching.
What's a snitch?
You don't open Pandora's box, my friend.
Oh my God! What is it? Where did the goblin go?
Long story short.
Why are you coughing blood?
Hey,
I
Mary.
wouldn't sell so much blood.
I know you just gave me this really
Black
nice
kicker. Black
cloak.
kicker.
But you have like a really thick piece of cloth, probably like a 1x1. Maybe
My
not even
friend.
cloth, what's that like thick material?
Not gonna notice,
I
but
have like a fox
I
pelt.
could take care of that for you if you just let me down.
Oh, I can do it myself.
We have this interaction. I can help you. No, fuck you.
Also, who's this guy?
Like yeah, and then as
I
you say
literally-
that, she says no, I don't. But maybe there's some hair and
Oh my
some
God.
small rodents around here. They have skin that's sticking up.
I need to wrap something up, so it needs to be able to like fold in a few times.
Oh no. Here you go. She goes into her bag. Yeah, and she pulls out like a fox skin. She's like, you could definitely preserve it or procure it in that.
Thank you. I'll
Yes.
take that. And then the same feather that I used to remove curse on him, I'll whip in my hand. Alright. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. If I don't like them, you're gone.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
One, ever heard of a spider queen or like 3 hollowed out trees?
Absolutely.
Where are they at?
There's kind of
Where are we?
a theme.
The last
Yeah,
time
same
I
thing
saw things, are we still in the same place where you dispelled the other guy?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Where about?
Every one question is like 2 more questions.
Do you know where the temple is?
Hey guys, do you know where the temple is yet?
And you'll see Mary and all of them in unison. No!
Where's the wizard that fireballed us?
That's a great
I don't
question.
know.
I would sure like to see this lady.
That's two. You only got one more.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
That would be
Yeah, you ever heard of someone named Brius?
Hmm?
Alright, cool.
Huh?
Wait, say it again?
Is it Debrius? Debrius?
Debris. Debris? Supposed to be an explorer. Lost his wife in this jungle a long time ago.
How long ago would you say?
Dude, I got no fucking idea. I've been trapped in a hole for years. But I can tell you, it was when I wasn't in the amulet. So, 60 years?
Cool. and I'll flick the feather through my head.
Okay.
I'll have the fox pelt below me, so when the amulet falls into the fox pelt,
Drops down. And you hear Skull. Falls out of you. That is one of your spell slots, right?
yes.
Okay.
So I'll fold it up, get some wire, wrap it, put it in my back pocket.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, no, bag of holding,
Okay.
because I have that.
Bag of holding. All right. Absolutely fine. And then, would you like to do anything else?
I'm gonna ask around the camp about.
Everybody that you know firsthand is in sight, other than Exile Bear, who's right around the tent. As you came out, he was sort of walking around the tent.
Talking to himself.
I'll ask
Yeah,
Kind of like you.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'll ask the head lady, the wizard of the camp.
Why don't you use the loser?
She don't see her out. She's not out. So
I'll ask like some guards whether she might be.
there's nobody out. The only thing out here right now, you see Yadiel like making his way to the tent, and like he's at the tent door like holding it up.
Long there. I actually need to talk to you about something. And I'll run up to. I'll walk up to him.
And the little guys follow you.
I have lots of gold.
So like as as that happens, comes up and runs to you, makes his statement. What will we hear ensue between the two of you?
Between the time it takes for Marshall to say goodbye to our new friend who's having fun in the air and going into the tent, he's actually gonna have a little rough time walking between them because to him, with the smell of the burnt body still in the air, the field is gonna be a little hard for him to walk because to him,
Kind of reminds you of war.
it looks like the bodies are still there. Yeah.
So you see like the bodies of your phalanx and their shields and shit all scattered across the ground in shadow form.
Right. And just bloody, like limbs, like just missing, and
Head's
even
gone.
The head's gone too. Oh my god.
And then you look over at the fire pit and it's just,
So his first,
Haha.
so hopefully,
Nice.
when he goes in the tent, he sees the lady.
okay, so you're walking inside of the tent.
Yeah.
Roll me a wisdom save.
19 on the dice.
Roll it right now, please.
You're an age.
No, I'm not.
That's why I said haha. Well, huzzah anyway. 16 on the die.
That is a save.
Yes, because it is +8.
Yes, it's-
So
So your freedom.
I will literally just be
Drop
there.
down.
Yes, and I will stand there.
Are you gonna hero lane with the cape and everything?
No.
And so as you come in, see her turn around.
Oh, hello. And how big, how small? Is
Yeah, I'll walk up with
The
him.
tent? No.
It's fairly big.
You just fell. You'll be falling to the ground as he's inside.
I'm not like crouching, am I? Like,
No. You can walk in. The tent is actually maybe 10 foot
Yeah,
tall.
You gotta remember.
Oh, okay.
You gotta remember the Jonathan.
Johnson was big.
Johnson
6'3".
was a big
Okay.
6'3".
I'll say, oh, hello.
Hey,
I am here. Look,
She's like, I can see her trying to peek through the two of you. What? Fuck. What? Yes?
and I'm like just body blocking her in the way.
She's got a
Marshall-
big ass shield there. Just,
Yeah.
hello,
Very
friend.
Hello.
suspicious.
Yeah, I'm with you on
I do
Little
understand
metagame
that you guys spent a good amount of time taking care of what remains of your comrades. Yeah?
What do you mean? And like, you see, like around her are the two guards and the one archer that woke her up. These guards, I wouldn't even say guards. They're not armored. They're just in clothing, aristocratic clothing, really.
Your friends, the ones that have been lying around, no longer alive.
Yes, we put them in the fire. That's what this lovely smell is.
What is it you guys do as far as funeral goes?
Well, used to be we buried them in the ground, but that doesn't work too well right now. Seeing as everything we put in the ground is afflicted by this fucking death curse.
Ah, yes, the fucking death curse.
You know of it?
No. I was just making conversation.
A curse that causes people not to be able to visit the afterlife is not conversation I'd like to have. It is light I seek to achieve and follow.
I would like to help you remember the names.
Of the men?
Yeah.
All of them?
so that they're not forgotten.
And you see her look at the two aristocratic gentlemen look up at her and like guard.
This is something that means a lot more to me
Why?
than even I.
Why would you wish to help us? Why help? You don't even know what we're doing here. But I like that.
What are you doing?
Well, we were exploring the jungle, trying to free ourselves from this curse and she'll hold up for this fucking
Ford? Oh,
rat.
what is he doing?
He's
Every
dead.
time he's somewhere.
Oh,
He's a
Ford's
ragdoll
dead?
and dead. Yeah.
He's not dead.
He's dead. He's ragdolled, and she picks him up by the skin and like,
Yeah, he's dead, right?
this useless fuck strangled himself and died. So
And
I don't know what we're going to do now.
I gingerly offer my hand, like my lower's palm, to like set him down and yes, but
No.
oh,
You will
okay,
stay by me.
no. But the point
She
is
actually opens a big drawer and just drops him in it.
that
and closes it.
Jesus Christ. Well, the point is that even
That's
though I
lovely.
don't know you guys, that
Well.
is not anyone's friend. You do not know my friend, but I feel as if he deserves something to be remembered for, like a video.
Who's your friend? This one?
I point to the drawer. Yeah. He paid me to be his friend.
He paid you
Yeah.
with my money.
Oh. Would you like it back?
Yes.
Here you go.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you.
How much was it? Like 700 gold?
Wow.
I don't think that was 700 gold. You didn't get that.
No,
yet.
you didn't get that pouch.
You didn't get paid yet.
No.
No.
He gave us like a starting amount, right?
He gave you like 50 gold, I believe.
Oh, alright. Here you go.
But you actually got that from the chest. So if you give that to her, that's on you.
See?
Roll me an intelligence check.
See? It's just money. Why are we mad? Oh, it's over here.
It's like you're gonna come up and you're gonna give her this measly 50 gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the money that he gave me.
Well,
Excuse you.
yeah. You're gonna give her 50 gold's quite a bit, actually.
14. Or 13.
She accepts it. She's like, so you pull open the other drawer, close it with a slam.
Why
You
are
drop
we-
in the bucket. He took a much bigger amount, but
Well, this is not about him. This is about your friends.
I thought it was about getting him out of this.
No, I want to help you remember your friends by giving them a video.
Well, unfortunately, we already burned their bodies.
You can have a funeral after you burn their bodies by remembering their names.
Take a seat.
Maybe carve them in stone. Yeah.
Take a seat. We shall go over this. And so,
Do I
not
break-
in the doorway.
Do I break like? Oh, okay.
She like gestures over to a chair. There's plenty of space in here, believe it or not.
Do I like? I don't break the chair, do I?
No, you don't break the chair.
Okay.
You come and you just sit down next to one of the aristocratic gentlemen. And Jason, at this time, you see him come in and like you hear the conversation between
I'm
them.
horrendously manspreading.
And like she gestures you in after.
Oh,
I'd
I'll-
like
I'll
to see
fake-
what's going on
I'll,
out
like
there.
fake knock, like
After he walks by.
yeah, when he like closes like the door, so I don't like just walk in. I go knock, knock, knock.
Okay. Come in.
Hey,
Wait, hold the curtain open for me, please.
yeah, sure.
God damn it! Who let him down? She'll look to you. I lost my concentration.
Listen, madame, nobody has let me down.
Come here.
There's nothing to focus on.
You do not command me, but if you ask nicely, I might indulge. Besides, it was a little fun.
Ah, true gentleman.
Hello, friend. Come this
Is he
way.
flirting?
You can have my seat.
What is your name and how the hell did you get down?
Listen, I am Armand.
Armand?
Yes. And as far as me getting down, would you
You
like
must
to
have
find out more?
Oh, my friend. I would be lying if a strong mind wasn't attractive. Roll a charisma check.
The Pepe Le Pew is working. Oh.
Hey man, I'll give it to you. There's some not bad one-liners.
12 plus...
17.
What would it be?
Charisma.
Just charisma straight?
Only unless you're proficient in charisma
It'd be
checks.
14.
Okay. So you get a 14. It's still not like It's not the worst.
Little canny.
Yeah.
You're not a panty dropper yet, there.
She's
yet.
not. She's not
I mean,
like.
she's still pissed off that I killed Ford.
And she's also really like kind of questioning how the fuck you got down from her magic, because a lot of people can't do that with her. So she's like, I'd be lying if a strong, intelligent mind wasn't attractive. Plus,
It gets weary. Don't lie.
it does, and some sadistic fun is never bad. Hell, I mean, you tried to make this one seem like he was dead.
No.
Hey, Jason.
Just come join us, please.
Why not? But by the way,
She says this past you.
Jason, it got really,
Like,
it
her
got really
gaze-
hot in here.
Focuses back on you. She's like, I'm sorry, what?
No, I have a few questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, take a seat.
She's
You can sit across from the big one.
Hey, what's going on?
Are you
Is there anyone else out there?
I'm not the big one in this scenario for
Oh,
once.
so you're following me.
These three? Oh. Yeah, stand outside, the three of you. I'm like,
That hut's gotta be getting crowded by this
I
point.
know, right?
and like, she'll tell Mary and them to stand outside.
We'll make a friendship circle on the outside of the tent, guys, okay?
And
social distance.
Walk by
She'll,
and
like-
get married.
she'll gesture over to, so you come and walk towards the tent, right?
Oh yeah.
So, like, the two of you would undoubtedly see him go toward. You would definitely see him, like, you'd hear his
What do we-
footsteps, and you'd hear the conversation. Make me a perception check. Would you what?
Like, what do we? Who is this new man
21.
that's hitting on this lady that we don't know?
You have to find out. 21?
Yep.
Yeah, so, like, the setting that you're on, the smell is, like, still bad. The smoke is actually starting to cover it up because it's been going for, like, a long period of time now. So it's more of smoke is blending in with the...
It's smoked meat.
yeah, it smells a lot like smoked meat, not just fresh cooking meat. Probably still smells delicious to
The
you.
only thing that stinks about burning flesh is the hair. Once that's gone, it smells just
And
like
it's-
barbecue.
It's 100%... I'm really upset and understand why you know that.
Well, now, why
But
would
that's-
you assume that I like the smell of...
Because you said you would several times.
Okay, I said,
But
as Orcalis, I said it. But it doesn't...
that's why I explained it like I did. You definitely wouldn't... I don't know if you'd like it, but you'd definitely be able to discern the difference between smoked human meat and fresh cooked human meat, you know?
Yeah.
So you smell the difference, but the birds are still moving. Maybe a few smaller rodents, marsupials have come out to kind of check, but then seen you and been like, let's go back into the woods. Very similar for you.
I'm just trying to make sure the animals ain't freaking out.
Yeah,
Because if
nothing,
they're freaking out, then there's something coming through.
right. Nothing's really going on. Just a smell. You sort of hear the conversation happen, and you hear a voice come out at him. Come here! And I'm sure that, like, you would definitely hear that with a 21.
But I see him walking.
You see him walking, yes. And like, so as you get like about halfway over there, she says, "Is there anyone else out there?"
Oh,
There's a whole compound here. What's the point?
There was a whole camp out here.
Not my fault.
True. You'll hear her call out, "Please, come in."
okay.
And roll me a perception check. Let's see if you hear this. I want to say you do, but
9.
He's pretty
That's
much
a-
into his ritual.
yeah, you're over there in your ritual, just kind of. As the time sort of passes, Romero, right? Armando.
Armand.
Yeah, first name George.
Just Armand.
Armando and Orcalis. Orcalis
What
gets
is your
over to
football?
the lap of the tent, and you like see everybody huddled in there. And she's like, "Come, sit with us for a moment."
Yes, madam.
You don't hear that, but the settlers have come up to you, and they're like, to your back. Mary like walks up. Hello. How are you? What would they see? You're just like,
Snow White.
whatever communication with animals would look like. I'm interested to know how your barbarian.
Well, I cast the ritual, which is basically me drawing a circle, putting a couple of Nordic runes in it, hold my hand over it, saying an incantation, and then I cast the spell. Last 10 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, you do that. You feel the knowledge come to you, and they of course see the whatever magical essence you have flow out of the runes and light up, and your spell goes through. And Mary's like, interesting. Can we stand here with you? We weren't allowed in the tent.
I stand where you might.
Thank you. So, what are you gonna try and do? You cast your spell.
The animals be chirping, trying to find out why.
So you listen, right? You listen closely. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
It's like a whole nice spell and just a dinosaur, like a tail.
That's perception. 21.
21. So you hear a low gargle.
Juicy meat is always so much better.
But that's distant. You hear it far away, echoing through the trees. And
Is it like can I sense if it's approaching or not?
no, and it doesn't necessarily, like, roll me an insight check.
Oh yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like dangerous, right? You can't see it, but like your danger sense would definitely hear it, and you hear the tone in this deep gargle. You've heard animals in this world before. The tone is uncanny for a carnivore, but he sounds more curious as to why the meat is burning. He's like,
I hope there's not a fire again. I'm leaving.
and he like leaves. You hear him say,
Okay, so it's scaring away the big animals. Yay!
like
It's
they
actually a squirrel saying it. He's just wondering why.
just a really, really evil squirrel in a tree holding a nut.
Oh my god!
That's great.
I must leave.
No, but undoubtedly you hear.
Squick, squick.
But you hear it like its voice panting goes off into the distance, and then you go to the next one, and it's chattering.
Yeah. This is good.
It's like 12 or 13 things doing that.
Oh, I don't remember where this is at.
It kind of sounds like Skullmar, but you don't know who Skullmar is. Fuck you.
Actually, it kind of sounded like Ford.
Nah, you just have a serpent for an arm.
Yeah. Your snake, oddly enough, like, she can already speak animal because she's a snake.
Does the snake have permanent speak with animal? Oh my god. Okay.
It's an animal. And she's like, hey, it's interesting you use magic for that sort of thing.
Not all of us get it naturally.
You and me did.
What?
You and me speak fine. She's like,
Aye, but you're the sword.
that is true. That is true. Those you hear are raptors. They're picking a carcass, undoubtedly. That low grumble. Something big. Higher off the ground than normal, though. Creatures so low to the ground can't make that sort of echo.
As long as it's headed in the other direction.
There's another one coming straight towards us. But this one's... sounds old. I wonder what it is.
Can you tell if it's friendly or not?
Listen close. Like, as you listen close, you hear this... I'm going to take a bath, and in Kylo bath, I don't hope anybody comes into my path. Yeah, it's just sounds like this old man singing. And
Not
like,
ancient old.
oddly
old.
enough, like right behind his voice, there's like little chirps of, "Hey man, come on, this is awesome. He's got seeds back here."
I'm gonna summon Steady.
And like the biggest spectral frown, he almost turns his head upside down at you.
You woke me up in a bad mood. It's okay. And I start petting him on top of the head.
Roll me a charisma check.
Oh my god. I bribe my damn spectral fucking.
Oh my god.
You said charisma?
Mm-hmm.
That is 12.
12. Okay, yeah. He's like,
Can't you fly up and see if there's anything big heading our way?
so like for a second, you see Steady flies off. And the little snake head on your arm seems to come up. Is like it pops up on your hand. And she's like, watches it fly off. Doesn't seem like Steady notices her. Doesn't get afraid or anything. She just see the snake. What the fuck was that?
Steady.
Are you just a regular Dr. Seuss?
Well, apparently I am, because I'm getting a collection of talking animals.
Lovely. We're quite helpful, the animal kind are. Much more keen senses. Smells.
I'm just curious, couldn't you eat him if you wanted to?
The bird? The thing in your hand?
Aye.
I don't know.
Well, let's not find out.
I don't think I would. He doesn't look very appetizing.
Dang.
She like slinks back around. He's like, I more like to chill out.
One of the good guys.
So she just slithers back down. She's like, hopefully he'll find him. He's off to the east. She like tells you the direction to let Steady fly. And so Steady goes on, and yeah, a couple minutes pass, and Steady comes back. He's like,
And it's headed straight for us.
and like take his little wing up. He's doing his best, man. He's really trying. I need you to make me an intelligence check. He's got to make an intelligence check.
Everyone's intelligent.
He got a 12.
I got 16 plus.
You're good.
Okay.
You get the idea. He's like right next to the camp. He's probably gonna walk right next to the camp. It seems like he's going for a bath.
Okay. And I don't hear anything else of note in the woods being chirped out or anything?
Oddly enough, that singing and those chirps, the chirps are undoubtedly the birds that are flustering around everywhere. It sounds like there's maybe some birds picking on his back at whatever excrement or, dribble he's picked up. And yeah, it's just his loud singing seems to be echoing. And outside of the speak with animals, you hear like a... Everybody does.
Oh, it's time for breakfast.
But it's I wouldn't say it's super loud and like a T-Rex scream. It's just like off in the distance.
Okay.
I'll call you
Thinking
back
like
later.
Brontosaurus.
Vegisaurus, Les. Vegisaurus.
Yeah, and so you he comes back. And Mary looks up at you. She's like, "Is everything okay?"
Something big's heading this way.
We are in the jungle.
And it's narrowly going to miss us. Apparently it's going to take a bath.
Should we tell the others?
Aye.
Do you think about?
They are in the tent. We're apparently not allowed in there. Could
My
you?
dear friend.
Do you have to go in there?
I'll just poke me head in.
Thank you.
Ethan. But I see your cut
Not right now because
the cloak.
cloak.
No.
You walk over.
Actually, let me ask them before I go. I was like, by the way, any of you know how to preserve this better? And I show him Cord's head.
Oh my God, Mary faints. Mary screams and faints. Everybody hears this horrible scream instead of him getting over to the tent.
Oh no, I'll do that.
Just like, why do you have that? She just passes out.
Orcalis runs out of the tent, draws the swords. What?
Would I be prone to pull the purple sword or still use mine?
I don't know. What would you like to do, metagamer?
I'm just saying.
Well, you have the purple sword.
I know, but
It was in your hand the whole time. I never heard you put it away.
nah, fine. That is true. I never
So
did.
you run out, Orcalis, got your things out, and
Actually, I thought you did when you first got it.
Wait, should we not do what's
By the
going
time
on
I
in the
did
tent?
something,
Oh, that's right. You
I
got
had it.
help.
So
Should we not say
Yeah.
what's going on in the tent first?
This is like happening in tandem to it. Like he makes it into the tent, and then we flashed over to Exile Bear. Like they hustled over to him, and like as soon as they got pushed out, which is when Orcalis went in. So like as soon as Orcalis goes in and sits down, so he like, well fuck, guess I gotta go back outside. Like you hear this, you
Bro, she's
undoubtedly-
always screaming. I'm not moving.
But she did just help you. She did just do some nice
She
things
did,
for you.
but she's always screaming.
It's like a bad alarm clock.
So it's not gonna be. There's nothing attacking us.
But Orcalis, you hear the scream, you go running out. Marshall, you hear the scream, what do you do?
Oh, it's time for breakfast.
Okay, so what do you do?
No, I'm just sitting down.
is she the one that gives you the food, though?
Yeah. That's the breakfast call, right?
Look. Wow.
So you're still sitting there though? You don't get up?
Yes.
Tyler.
Oh, I don't know. What is this lady doing?
Vasir? Oh, we'll get to Vasir.
we're
Yeah, I'll hold action until she moves.
Yeah, we're gonna pay attention to what she does.
You see Mary faint. That's where we're gonna pause with you.
Okay.
Oops. So Orcalis, you ran out of the tent. We'll come to that. Vasir pipes up as you like break out, and she's like, "Oh, what was that?
No, she's always screaming. It's whatever.
Who?"
That was probably Mary. She probably just saw something she didn't like.
Probably that big dude's.
There's a pile of burning flesh outside. Get out of the way.
I'm sitting down.
Yeah, just go outside then. And she like, you see her bloop past everybody. She like gets over the table and runs out.
I'll follow behind.
Yeah, she like comes outside to the back of you. Is everything okay? And like you go outside. What are the two of you doing?
I'm just gonna sit in here because she's gonna come back in like 10 seconds.
I would like to persuade other soldiers that are there.
Okay, she definitely gets up and walks out. But the others, the aristocrats and the archer don't move yet. So how would you like to?
To play a quick game of cards.
Okay, it's like you go
So,
to
like-
the table and.
So that when everyone gets back in the tent, they just see us playing cards.
Okay. And the aristocrats kind of like look at each other. You hear a little bit of jingle.
Jingling?
Yeah.
What am I?
Like metal jingling.
Oh, they're cheating, aren't they?
No, they've got coin.
Oh, okay. Oh, pretty coins, yeah.
And so they're like, I'd much rather play a game than risk my life. And like as he says that, the archer's like, you fool. Me too.
They're going to be a bit. Let's break the ice. I'm
Okay.
gonna take like just like a plane.
So you start playing cards.
Yeah, that way when they come back, we just see us being like
Would you play cards with them?
homies.
Yes.
Okay. So
Wow.
y'all four play cards. What the three of you see, you run outside and Silas and Chance are holding Mary and Exile Bear is like
Irelia.
looking down at the mask of the Blue Dragonborn that he acquired when this all began with you. You pulled it out of your bag, right?
No, I just opened the bag and like said like because it's starting to smell bad, so I wanted to know like how to preserve it better.
I thought you pulled it up and looked at it.
No, I just opened the bag.
My father
She would definitely still saw it.
cards.
You don't
Yeah.
have a super big bag or
Yeah,
anything.
because he held the bag out.
Alright.
So that's I was pretty sure she saw the face
My
somehow.
father is
Yeah, she looked down and smelled it, so she had to go with the smell and the sight.
Oh, so yeah, she definitely faints, and you just see her like fainted as he's like got the bag open, like. Roll me an intelligence check.
I recognize that smell anywhere. That is not a pleasant smell.
See, I only roll when it doesn't matter. Or roll when it doesn't matter. It's intelligence, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 18.
You definitely like you look a couple times and you like a spark clicks in your head of her like, here you go, Coran. Oh, Coran. Oh, Coran. And then Coran like, I'll stay here.
My bad. Close the bag. Slowly close the bag back up.
You'll be alright, Corey.
So what do? You run out and you see this. You run out and you see Exile Bear standing there. What would you do, Bruce?
Hey,
Where's the
that's
battle?
funny.
I made the lady faint. Forgot she was good friends with Corin.
Who's scoring again?
I tapped the bag.
Oh, the Dragonborn. I got it. I resheathed
The
my
one
sword.
you replaced.
I resheathed my swords.
Yeah, like Romero or Armando, you come out and you've got the sword. Sword like in your hand.
Armand.
Armand. Okay, Armand. As you come out, do you come out ferociously at all, like ready to fight?
Yeah.
Killed my
Just
casual.
swagger.
You just come out swaggering the sword. As you move your hand, it kind of like.
Well, I would put this away, but apparently I forgot to grab the sheath.
It
Okay.
Looks good on you.
It is very nice. It's purple, I think, right? You said? Yeah.
Just
Speaking to the disembodied narrator voice in your head like that, or
Of course, I speak out loud, you know. My dear woman, you wouldn't by chance have anything I could sheath this in, would you?
Ooh.
she looks at you. She's like, "No, that sword does not have a scabbard, or at least when we found it in the Oracle's temple before it got us all cursed, it did not have a scabbard."
Oh, interesting.
But, friend, and she says this as like she's standing in the doorway, like next to you, seeing what's going on. She's like, you know, I probably shouldn't have told you that, but you. What are you fucking here for? Why are you here? People, I found him this morning, and he killed Ford.
Oh, you yourself said he wasn't dead. Don't be pros.
You're trying to trick us, though. You would have them all believe, me all believe, that this goblin is dead, when in fact this is mere magic.
You're very mad about someone who's dead. Who seems like
So that's not Ford.
If I wanted to kill him, wouldn't I have? If I wanted to kill any of you, wouldn't I have?
That's what I was about to
Tell me
say.
once more, why does that matter when what I find is an unarmed stranger taking the sword from your guide and killing him?
What is this?
This man popped out of the jungle and killed your guide that led you here. Yet you would ask me questions. Aren't you playing cards?
Don't kill him. You are in semantics.
I
said
agree
you
with
you
the
can't,
big guy that
like-
just hollered out.
When
That's not Ford.
That's not Ford.
Who?
That
We
guy.
both pointed our mouth.
That is the man that killed Ford!
Okay.
Then where's Ford?
In the drawer!
When she points
Why
out,
did you put him in a drawer?
Because when I came out this morning, I found this lump trying to free him from my hold person.
Out of curiosity, who here would not free a person that was
and with
struck?
this hand I win. Exodia! Obliterate!
And you see the two aristocrats. No!
No.
I mean, we're not playing cards.
She scowls back. Aren't you supposed to be noblemen? Goodness, what is going on here?
Yeah, there really are third-rate duelists with a fourth-rate deck. You think they can afford better cards?
I think you could afford a better god.
My dearest lady, my dearest maiden, you must learn to calm down.
Does nobody question this?
Well, I'm pretty sure everyone does.
Why would I attack him when you hollered for him to come to you?
I
and
did.
He did.
He broke my magic.
Well,
It's quite impressive.
but he did what you asked him to do. So,
He is, and that is why he's still alive.
So who you be?
so why would I kill him?
The original intention
It's
was to
about
hold
time
him for all
somebody
of us
asked
to
me some
arrive and
questions
question
other
him.
than choking me to death.
But he does seem like he's got a bit of a charm to him. I just would like to know why you are here and why you tried to deceive all of us.
Listen. Deception's all in perception. It's all it's not a minute.
I am the one they call Exiled Bear.
That is a 23
Yeah.
for insight. Is it all in perception, huh? Well, let me tell you something, buddy.
Something.
These eyes can see through a lot more than what you have to offer.
This is good for you. I have not tried anything.
That
else,
means
so
you're
don't-
looking at his
Answer the question
underwear.
honestly.
Listen, I am getting there. You keep interrupting me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. My dearest friends, my party and I were going along, trying to find out what is all this undead stuff coming from. It is not good for business.
Your party?
Business.
Yes, unfortunately, a very bad monster has wickedly drained them of their life.
Yo,
It
wait,
is-
what kind of monster?
I do not know.
A beast?
This is hard to say.
When did it happen?
For many weeks, one at a time. In the
How
middle
many were
of the
there?
night. We had a party of 6 at the beginning.
That reminds me, something big coming this way.
What is it?
Something big singing a song about a bath.
And she stops
This is so. This
we are in the middle of the fucking jungle. I repeat, what is going on?
Hey, I'm sorry. Before we get too off topic, and I'll whip out like a notebook and like a pen. I have a few questions.
Oh my,
Oh
wait,
my
wait,
God.
wait,
No.
one moment.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
You
I
two?
need to die.
Your world's getting wild.
My world is getting wild.
You're in a
Hey,
jungle.
to be
You're
fair,
in
I was
jungle.
here like second,
You're
so I
getting
should really
wild.
go first.
I want to speak to your manager.
So
jungle?
what do you say to the
Yeah,
party
jungle.
when she asks you this?
This is what I said. I said my party has all died.
And they've all been attacked by something.
Yes, some vicious monster.
Do you all believe this? Roll an insight check.
I am telling
everybody.
the truth.
I need everybody to
I
roll
am
an
telling the
insight check.
truth.
16.
It's fine.
16. But didn't Ford mention he brought us here for
7.
something to kill us,
much?
right?
7.
You're unsure of him. What are you saying?
I have come because my party was on the verge of finding out where all this undead was coming from.
Very cool. We can talk about that later.
This is where I come because the smell of blood and this crap is in the air.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Would you not be drawn to noise and barbecue?
Not in this jungle. Does your spell take concentration out of character real quick?
What spell?
Faint death?
I don't think so.
Feign death? No, it is a touch until I do it because I can walk away from him.
How long does it last?
1 hour. We haven't been talking or doing anything for an hour, have we?
Ford's been playing dead for a while.
How long?
Well,
When's he gonna tune and like reveal himself?
you came in about halfway through the long rest for them.
Yeah, it's not even concentration. It's just
So, out of character, Ford's been playing dead for a little while. Your spell's ended.
okay. Well, good for Ford. I did my part.
You did do your part, and he's down from where he was. You know for a fact he's alive. You felt your magic in.
I don't have to say anything.
You don't.
Listen, I have made a deal. Albeit.
But now, okay. But we'll go on from what you say. Everybody, 16.
14.
Good little green
You're the
eye.
only one that's like, you
I
know,
feel
take it
better
how you
about
want.
myself.
You guys would definitely believe what he's saying. Like he said, is true.
All right. I'll talk to you in a minute.
No, go ahead. It's your turn.
Hey, which way is this big creature coming from?
It's coming from the east.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out on the east.
Quick question.
I don't think it's that thing that Ford said that was Marcus, though.
Quick question, ma'am. One. Do you have any like
Current threat.
silk around this camp?
Asking like weird stuff.
And she'll like turn and kind of scowl at you. Silk.
Yes.
I know where you can get some. It would be very beneficial. It's odd you say that.
Cool. We'll keep that in mind. 2. Do you have or know of any tattoo artists within the area?
No. There was one where we came from. Her name was Rita, but
Well, that's the only one I know of. I'm not going to travel 2 weeks back. So.
I haven't been far enough out right now. We came from the Mage College to the Far East and straight to the city.
All right. Understandable. Where's this temple that you guys are on about?
The goblin didn't tell you?
No.
I can't tell you that right now. I have other plans for myself. Unfortunately, I've just met you. If you'd like to know, you can do me some favors and maybe we can come to an agreement, all of you, but that I dare not send anybody else there. That is why I'm in this predicament now.
All right.
It would not be right of me to spare your lives instead of killing you just to send you to die again.
All right. We'll put a pin.
do tell.
We'll pin in that for right now.
One type of favors.
That's my line.
And she's like,
Okay,
oh,
my interpretation of favors might be different than yours.
we have a rowdy bunch, huh?
They're lady favors, eh?
There are keystones needed. And
Well, like
I have to get out of this jungle. Now, originally, much like you know, Ford has cursed us. She said that in the beginning when she first got here. What's his face mentioned it. We have very bad relations with this goblin, and really, I need to get out of this jungle now. But to do that, I require a few things. Things that may help you with looking for the temple, and things that will definitely help me get out of here. I wish to not harm you. Johnson did not want to leave, though. And I will not spend the rest of my days here because...
I glance over at Johnson's body. Yep, not leaving here.
No, he's not. I do not wish to meet his same fate.
Now, were you trapped here with Johnson for some reason?
Cursed? Ford cursed us. When we found this temple that you seek. I don't exactly remember how we got there, but Marcus led us there based on this map he had found inside of these hollowed out trees, which is why I say I know where to find your silk.
That's actually the next question I was gonna ask.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Once inside of the temple, we did in fact... Did he ever mention a great salamander? Giant. Maybe not as big as the tent, but much larger than any regular person. 10 feet tall. Long, cylindrical, snake-like body with limbs. 8 limbs on each side. Bizarre. It
Was this creature named Sashar by any chance?
Sashar. Salamandrous.
Yeah, remember?
I just look at my hand. Just chicken.
What is this Sashar you speak of? You hold the sword and you look at it. What?
What?
You tell me.
Oh.
Was he not lying?
About what?
Why do you look at the sword like that?
Oh,
Why do you even have that sword?
well, for one, it's a cool weapon.
Yes, I suppose.
And for two, apparently it has powers.
Don't we all? You see the arcane magic kind of in her eyes. And a little bit of nice fresh water appears to her body. Don't we all? What kind of powers? Voices? Leading you somewhere?
Some snake called Sashar.
What does it look like?
What exactly does it look like? You never
It's
asked
like a
me.
boa snake.
Boa.
Boa
Green.
constrictor. Big long boa.
Clears.
Yeah.
I just relayed that to her.
Yeah.
Giant green boa.
And so, outside of character, to her, she gets the image of a similar snake inside of one of Johnson's chests. And Orcalis, you would definitely hear him say something about this snake, Sashar. And roll me a history check. Is it good?
No.
No.
7.
7. You hear him talk about a snake, and you kind of get the chill of the dead snake, but you don't really, nothing perks you too much. So yeah, she's like, interesting. Well, You know the last one that had that sword. So, let's hope that what caused him to go mad and keep me from leaving this place doesn't ail you.
Well, according to the sword, he was not using its power.
The sword speaks.
Aye.
What does it say? And at this point, you'll hear Sashar go, "Stop."
Stop what? I had no reason to hide you there.
Like everybody hears him talking and kind of sees him like look down at his forearm, and the party sees nothing wrapped around Exile Bear's arm, but it's very vascular, like very toned arm now. Your arm is jacked as fuck.
I
You
masturbate
beat
a lot.
Your Quagmire walking out after he finds the internet. Just
It's my beaten arm.
you just got a gun. I'm like, yeah, but that's all you guys see is this really ripped arm, and like you look down, and she's like,
So,
she may not believe you.
so what serpent you talking about?
They. I'm not here to cause you any harm, but he thought I was. He told her so many horrible things about snakes and things that aren't true. She may just. I don't want her to make you think I'm bad.
I have no reason to think you're bad yet. Don't have a reason to think you're good yet either. Same with the snake. No offense.
And then she's like, well, I don't know of this Sashar, but I definitely makes a little bit more sense why. And she'll look at the sword and you'll see her eyes kind of flare and with light again. Makes a lot more sense why he was alone so much. But the real problem sword is the one you hold now.
Wait, how many cursed swords are in this group? You got 2.
Does anybody else have a cursed item?
I don't have a question.
You don't have one, do you?
Aye, you say what you want.
You have a cursed item.
I mean, I'm not cursed with it, but
Let's
I
all
have it
be
in my
cursed
possession.
together.
But do I talk to my
How do you
sword?
know it's cursed?
Are we in like a curse
Yeah,
read?
Because
Don't you sleep with them across your chest. Psycho.
Yeah, I do.
it puts a voice in your head.
Actually, yes, I
It
do.
makes you more, let's say,
Death is meaningless.
death is, I was trying to remember the right words. Death is meaningless to you. It changes your personality a bit,
Death is the only embrace that you can count on.
but
You might flavor that with your own Raven Queen and stuff.
yeah. But I have it. I'm trying to get rid of it right now, but I don't think right now is the.
I will take it. I would like to study it.
We'll put a pin in that for later. Maybe when you tell us what the temple is and we do you a few favors, I'll exchange it with you.
Good faith is good faith. I accept this.
But you already told me about the silk and the spider. I'm assuming Spider Queen of Hollow Trees.
What? Spider Queen?
Huh?
What's a spider? There's a Spider Queen?
Do you not know about that? You were telling me about the silk and the
We
hollowed out trees, so I assumed you knew.
There's a hollow out tree too, like
Just
the
out of
north.
curiosity.
Wait a minute.
What
Is
do you
this
mean
like on the map that I showed Ford?
Silk?
You have a map?
Yes.
Aye, and I pull the map
Nice.
out.
Nice. Let me see the map.
My this isn't my original clothing.
He has a map.
It's very cool. I'm answering his question.
Ford said he didn't know where it was to.
My original clothing was ripped when a sword went through my chest.
My friends, just bring it to me.
And you'll see her. Look, he has a map.
Very cool.
So you know where the map's to.
Well, undoubtedly, there's. This location is to the north, or the southwest of here. There are 3 of them. We have not been inside any of them, because when we tried, we got attacked by spiders at the door of it. They ascended and tried to take up our men, so, of course, the light only reaches so many dark places in this jungle.
Well, that was the one that was inside of Hobart's chest.
Hobart? You met Hobart?
Kinda.
What's left of him?
Also got his journal.
He's gone too?
Aye. The undead took him.
Yep.
Yeah, they were dead before we got there.
And he had a worm in his pocket. Long story.
You are an odd bunch, honestly.
Not me. I'm pretty cool.
I start
So-
picking my nose.
I'm looking at these two just.
Does this mean anything?
This is new information to me.
And she like hands you. Your friend had this. I'm surprised you did not know. That may benefit you. What? I need what? Sword? You got this sword. What was I saying now? She's talking about the sword. She's talking about the spiders coming down and abducting, trying to abduct the guys.
I like think to myself, or like try to speak to the queen. Like, is this relevant for the spider queen?
You don't really feel anything. You might have to actually pray on that. You might have to take a few moments
Yeah.
to meditate and talk to her.
Well, if there's hollowed out tree and spiders around it, I'm saying this in here. I'm sure it's where I need to go.
It's to the northwest. I forget just how far, but I'm sure if you head straight the pathway leading on from this camp, you can follow and take it whatever direction northwest is, and I'm sure you'll find it.
All right, but
Could that be where the scion at?
I have no idea what the scion is. He moves.
Aye, Johnson said last it was spotted 14 clicks to the southwest. Is that where that be?
That's where we lost the last 14 men we had.
no, she said this is to the northwest.
Aye.
That's where we lost the last 14 men we had.
But before we get too off track, I am looking for a specific person as well.
Really?
His name is Debrias.
That's pretty abstract.
Did someone ask where she started with?
I can't say that I know anything of him.
A new gentleman with a sword.
That sword. Ah, yes.
Quick question, not too far off topic, at least for me. Debrias, ringing it all with you?
Coming to you next, Yachty.
Consider those.
All right, doesn't hurt to ask. Doesn't
They're
hurt to ask.
close.
I'll go get them after this meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
So, like, maybe Marshall, make me a perception check, please.
Calm. Stay a while.
He lost a card game, so he's pretty bothered.
My name is Deckard Cage.
He lost to a banned card.
It's like a 23.
23. So
Have you seen the trailer?
you would undoubtedly see her head turn and snap on you, and just kind of. She'll come close to you.
They also rebooted too.
But why?
What is your name?
They redid the entire thing from scratch.
Marshall.
I missed it.
Where do you hail from? You look familiar.
You should buy the remake of two.
He's got a
Everything's
fake
the
smile
one
here. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't come from anywhere. You're not born. You're not from around here.
All this goes back
You
to 16.
sport a uniform and armor, but
It's a long story.
I want
It's
some
so
wine.
long, in fact, that I don't really remember. But if I make it up, will you believe me?
That's all they did. Run up with that wall, just keep
No.
on hitting that.
Oh, okay.
Go back and forth.
a soldier of some sort. Well, anyways, why are you with these people?
Oh, they paid us. You took the money though, so technically I'm not paid anymore. But they paid us to protect them.
You're after gold?
I'm just here to help people. Apparently they're trying to look for land to settle in. We're not doing a very good job though. We get a lot of people knowing here.
Wait. You're looking for land to settle in?
Weren't we in the first place?
Who told you that?
That's what Ford said. We had to go to campsite
I
B.
don't know.
Oh, I almost went Irish.
Ford told you that you were settling?
We're settling, right?
That's what we're taking these tree us outside.
Oh, Lord.
I miss him.
Wait a second. I'm gonna walk outside at that point and ask them.
I miss Ford.
And so, like, you're walking outside, she just erupts with laughter. And she like, oh, goodness. You see her touch her hand, and you'll hear a shh, a drawer will slide open. And you'll see Ford's body begin to float up and come over to her.
Can I get in? What just happened?
She mage handed him over
Yeah.
to her.
I thought he was no longer in the drawer, you said.
No, she put him back in the drawer and closed it, slammed it.
Oh,
He's just playing dead.
gotcha.
You are the only one that knows that. Well,
Gotcha.
she may know something.
Can I make an insight check to see how good he's playing dead?
You can make an insight check on him.
19.
19? Yeah, he looks dead.
Damn, he's dead.
I can't believe it.
Here you go, Will. She hands this back to you after she comes to her hand. This cretin, come down and wake up. And she just fucking slaps the shit out of him.
Holy.
Knocks his little head and he... You'll
No,
see
he's
more.
not dead.
What the?
He looks
you
around.
brought it to life! It's a miracle.
Are you a cleric?
It looks like
You
more
look
like
at
a
you're asking the
paladin.
lady.
Yeah.
It looks like more like a paladin, like she laid hands on him.
That was a good one. I like that. Should I do it again?
Do it again, yes!
Bah! And Ford's like,
That's a good one. I like that bit better than the first one.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh no, I was making a joke that he's back to life.
Yes, for now.
You should have run while you were.
He lied to you.
Talking to me?
Didn't you little fuck? And you'll see her reach and just put her hand on his head, and just his eyes will light up with arcane energy, and he'll like, yeah, you guys are bait.
Huh?
Oh, cool. For what?
What for?
The Scion. I thought maybe you guys would either be strong enough to keep me alive and get me back to the temple, or did I try and keep him busy while I run away again?
Hey, Ford, do
She
you know?
takes her hand up. Oh, that is a disgusting little brain.
I knew there was a reason why I didn't trust him.
Good man.
Hey, Ford,
man.
do you know anything else about? So I know
Hey,
there's
Ford.
supposed to be 3 hollow trees, but that map only showed 1.
I know you're getting beat up. We got questions.
Oh, God. Ah, wow.
Your magic is fun.
Could I slap him?
Oh, yes. And she'll like, here, hold on. And you'll see her mage hand come, and she'll like, here, whack. Wham! Just roll me for an attack with advantage. I want to hear some.
This poor guy.
Yeah.
How much hit points does he have?
He's about to have a lot less when he fucking.
I do not know you. I have given you an opportunity,
18.
and when you woke up,
Mm.
you have failed to escape.
Roll me double damage real quick. I just want to see how hard you hit him,
That
because
would
he's like, his nose is busted up.
You're
He's
very much
like-
doing a leprechaun move.
His eyes are
I agree with
bleeding.
your
Like
wish.
he's like crying because
Pretty
his
much.
nose is hurting. He's like,
I have fulfilled my end of the bargain.
Yeah, exactly.
You said doubled?
yeah.
I have spared him
10.
from the fire.
So you just bam right into his gut, and he like, why?
Because it was fun.
He looks around at all of you.
It's true. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I didn't know what else to do.
We forgive you.
Do you?
Let's see.
Right,
don't.
guys?
I don't.
I'm not in the room, so.
And you hear Vasir like, I definitely do not.
I'm here. She's here. Ford's right about here.
Yeah, they're like,
He's right here.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and reach out with the hand of
Vecna?
no,
No, please
right?
God.
Eyes go black, veins. It is my turn, and I'll and like nice little darkness just spews from my hand.
What are you
Shoots
casting?
out. Inflict wound.
Oh,
Except,
nice.
I missed. I apologize.
Oh, no, you hit.
No, I hit him.
Oh!
The guy hit me in the freaking throat. Okay.
So do you stealthily do this, or you just reach?
Oh
your
no, I
fucking
literally
hand
go. It is my turn.
He plays off as like a.
What I see in my head is like this darkness come out and stretch slowly, and then a fist just get up to you, bop, right in the throat. What?
Alright, how much? Is it like a save or just a
I think
damage?
it's just 3d6.
It's
right?
actually I gotta roll the hit. So let's see. So does a nat 20 hit? A nat 20 hit. 28 to hit.
Yo, I see it right there. Yeah, that's what it
double
hits.
max damage.
So double max damage.
Yeah. Except your bonus. It's just a dice that you multiply.
Congratulations, you now have PPSD.
You
STD.
sure you want me
I
to do
didn't
double
expect
max?
You crit.
Oh, okay. What is 60-10?
Huh?
Here we go.
Wow.
What?
No, that's at level 3.
Are you dead?
No, actually, it literally. Okay, so you have to.
That would
okay.
be 120
Is this-
damage.
is
It takes
is this-
3d10 damage.
Do
So
I have to,
max
like-
is 30.
Do I have to like,
Okay.
rage right now?
Double
or-
max though?
You can't rage.
Is it
We'll
double
just-
max?
we'll
Like,
just say
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
I just
gonna-
punch him.
You can't.
Yeah. So you get the
You
picture.
can't rage as a reaction.
You get the picture of the fist coming out, and it's definitely a spell. But then like he like unarmed strikes
That's at
you
first
with
level.
his in the
I guess
throat.
it
Am I gonna have to, like,
freaking
kill
third
him,
level,
or-
it for-
No, you just receive 5
4.
damage.
Oh, just 5 damage?
Yeah, he like my turn, and then
Oh,
punches
okay.
you back with his magic.
Alright.
My apologies, friend. No, that's your accent.
Oh, it's okay. My turn.
I've seen the.
Oh no! Wait,
No.
not yet.
That was turnaround fair play.
So that was in the middle
5d10
of
damage.
that was in the middle of her like letting you punch him.
We're like punching each other.
She like looks around.
You're
She's
taking
like,
turns punching forward. I thought.
wait, please, hit the goblin.
I have my apologies.
Yeah, let me stand this way.
He's the reason you are all here. And, well, I don't know about you. Well, if he had not come here, all these bodies would not have died. So,
Hey,
so
big
undoubtedly.
guy, you want to hit him?
I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, you're close enough. You can hear it all.
No,
See
I
it all.
can't. I'm like 40 feet
We're
away.
outside. We are not inside.
They are outside talking.
Yeah.
So like,
Forward
Okay,
definitely
well, I'll talk loud enough.
Hey, new guy.
Hey, big guy, you wanna hit him?
Does he still intend to pay us?
Probably not.
Be there in a minute.
Apparently, y'all, the original y'alls were bait.
and as you say that, you hear this. Exile Bear comes lumbering over, and at this time, Sierra's like, she's watched this interaction, she's watched you punch forward, and she's just like, the big guy walks up and she's like, please hit him. She looks at you, Jason.
No, I wasn't going back over. I'm still going to talk to the other 3 first.
Oh, okay.
I'll walk right up to Ford and I'll get right in his face and I'll do
Oh.
the black.
Okay. You'll do the black.
Yeah, and the veins, and I'll say, "Oh, and we can make this last for a very long time."
Hey, that's pretty cool.
So Jason,
Yes.
she comes up to you, and you see her. So, what all did you ask me again? A temple,
Temple.
some hollowed trees, a scion. You have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I
What are you
love
here
talking
for?
about myself.
Here we go.
Well, you see.
We got like an accordion.
It all started long ago when my beard was only yay big.
I hail from a land far from here. My tribe, unfortunately, no longer with us. I decided to roam the land, become one of the strongest warriors out there. The strongest, if you would.
How has that come so far?
Where did you post your
I
backstory?
look towards like the body of
Johnson.
Johnson.
Did I post my
Pretty
backstory?
good.
Okay.
I see. What is your goal now? You ask of all these things. I would.
Right now,
You're going to help me.
Such a great.
mostly because our paths align right now. So yes, I will help you.
They do.
But my goal right now is to take care of this necromancer problem.
Imagine the AC bonus again.
Necromancer.
Yeah, have you not heard of
Ross.
No.
Be able to charm
Uh,
the pots off.
Literally.
You gonna name drop?
Yeah, sure. I'll name drop.
Drop top.
Oh man. So like, his name's Asira.
You heard of Sirac?
She like, no, I have not. What's an Asira?
Do you know what a lich is? All right, so you know all these dead bodies
I
coming
do
back.
know what a lich is. I need no further explanation, but liches are merely myth.
How else do you want to explain these dead bodies coming back?
Ross.
And guess who Ross serves?
How do you know this?
I have information from my goddess.
Which is the Raven Queen?
Correct.
The light does not shine on you, friend.
I am the light in the darkness, though.
Darkness is not light. It is what pales to the light. You are not darkness either. I'd say you are simply the white in between the two.
Yes, but you know you would like to play
Call
with the
it
darkness just a little bit.
Tell me, so you're here as an agent. Did you all know this? An agent of us, farrier of the dead.
Goddess of the dead, if you would.
Yeah, and I would. Not doing a very good job, mind you.
Salute to that.
Bunch of dead bodies still seem to be raising everywhere all throughout the jungle.
I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of pissed about that. So now it's my problem. So I have to solve this.
So you need to find the temple for that reason. I don't know if Salamandress would hold the answers, but she's the only thing here. She's what I have to find. So, okay. You! Big one. Oh! What do you seek now? Gold? Treasure? And she's like, please, come here. And she takes you over. She like goes to lift you by the arm. Would you follow me real quick?
Oh, yeah, like he just got hit by like a necrotic punch.
She
It's
like walks in. It's like, I see, yes.
Brown chicken, brown care.
Catch your breath. Follow me, please.
My dear
She walks you over next to where the lady is standing.
Yeah.
And she like reaches down and pulls open the left side of the drawer that Ford wasn't in. And it's just like this glistening file cabinet filled with gold. You can see the gold coins that you had a little bit dingy, ruffled up. It's just a pile of gold. There's like a human size gem skull there. It's like a gemstone cranium of some sort. You can see like an eye kind of poking out.
Good movie.
There's also rolled up. Let me see what exactly is in there. Okay, so there is that. There's a quill and ink. There's a crumpled, shredded up piece of paper that like look like they're poorly drawn on. There's a picture of Vasir Johnson, a man that you wouldn't recognize, clad in armor as well. Ford, uncharacteristically sitting on Johnson's shoulder pad, and a short elf with an odd drawn scars on her body. She's about 5'5". She's got odd markings all over the parts of her body that are exposed except her face.
Oh, wow.
So it's just these five on this
Photograph.
arcane magical-esque picture. And she's like, she reaches down and picks that up. That is not for anything, but I do have more than enough gold to give you.
I'm going to push the drawer back in. Like I'm gonna like close it again, and I'm going to tell her. Marsha's gonna tell her. Well, my priority right now is taking care of the people that are gone now. I don't want them to be
Yes, I know.
forgotten.
You still want names.
And for some reason, it just means a lot to me.
Well,
I don't know why, but I feel as if these people who I don't know are people that I do know.
if I give you a list of names,
I want to help you maybe create maybe create the stone, carve their names, or maybe, perform a ceremony.
stone.
I'm not sure why, but these people just mean a lot to me.
I understand. They meant a lot to me at one point, but now they're dead. So
It wasn't.
and you'll see her like conjure up a piece of paper, and she'll like this. This is a list of our
Who
battalion.
needs emotions? One
Read
night
through the
stands over
names. And so if you want to write these down real quick, there's 12 people.
Okay.
Carl,
Steve.
Bob.
Michael.
Dominique,
Ted.
Bill.
Apostrophes.
Ooh, how do you spell that one?
Yeah,
Your
figure it
brother,
out.
Bill and Phil.
You guys making fun of my basic names? Here you go, bitch. We're about to edit up the Latin.
Apostrophes?
Apostrophes.
Manuel doesn't count as a foreign name.
Hasselhoff.
Languido. Languido.
Lynchman.
Tichondrius.
You are insane. I got it though.
Obadiah?
Mitch Hedberg.
Obadiah.
Jebediah.
Ezekiel.
Muhammad.
Philanthropos.
You know, I had a player that
How many is
named
that?
his Claire
One,
Jebediah.
two,
Not
three,
enough.
7.
That's 7.
Yeah.
Keep going, bro.
Morsias?
He's not related to Josias, is he?
No, he's not. Limerick
As
the
opposed
second.
to no Limerick, huh?
Limerick the second.
Does it rhyme with anything?
Stimmer.
No. What
Stimerick?
is a limerick?
Are
Isn't
you
a limerick something
No,
like that?
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
That's 9, right?
it's like
Yes.
it's a stanza. It's
And,
like where you take stanzas.
Yeah.
Then we have
Who wants his name?
Fernala.
Say Kent. Yeah.
Fernala and Dunerde.
Old school.
There's one more.
One more? Take a guess.
Lisa.
You.
Marshall. I'm lying. It's Clarence.
Wow. Start chiseling, dude. You better spell it right too.
I mean, maybe it's not Clarence. This is a crazy thing. Like on the piece of paper that she like made appear, that word seems to flicker.
Ooh.
Like maybe it's Clarence, maybe it's not Clarence, but that word is definitely flickering. And that young man that you saw when you first arrived at the camp is undoubtedly burned, like the rest of the body.
Aw,
But
that
she's
was
giving
the
you a
guy
name,
doing-
and she goes,
Wait. Yeah, that was the guy
as
running
you
the
will.
patrol, wasn't he?
Yeah.
but I have a question for
Wait,
all
was there
of
a guy
you.
running patrol? Yeah, there was.
If we could
Yeah.
come together real quick.
Poor guy.
I gave you the
killed him.
names. You're willing to help me, right? I have gold. I have information. What I do not have is time. And I do not have anywhere I can go. Because thanks to this... And she gestures over to Ford being held in the air by the hand.
Certainly dead at this point.
He's bloodied as fuck.
You had me at gold.
I definitely have gold. And the last time we went to that hollowed tree, there was literally a 13-foot tall mound of treasure.
Huh.
In the middle of the field, mind you, but there was a giant vat of treasure. And I was not willing to risk my men, but I cannot direct any of you the way you wish to go. But I do undoubtedly need you to go to this place first, before we go to the temple.
Very well.
There is an item there that is said to be kept in the middle that Johnson led us to that was supposed to be able to help us track energy.
Oh, go. I just got a feeling.
He says it has something to do with Lathander, something about our original, or his original teacher carried this device that would help him find entities of power. It got lost inside of there one way or another. We don't exactly know how, but for whatever reason, Johnson says that that's where we needed to go. So, if you're willing to go for a little coin,
Like I said, you had me at gold.
you do not have a guide anymore, however. He will be staying here.
The goblin? I wouldn't want him guiding me anyways.
No, then it is up to you all to find your way, I suppose. I cannot give you a companion. I'm sorry. There's only the 4 of us left here. But that will come, that will come.
Yeah, what about him though?
You say this?
Yeah.
You hear him say this, and like Vasir turns. She's like, "Wait, where's the big one? Not you. Where's the other big one? Big one!" And you hear her call to you. What are you doing, Exile Bear? We'll come back to you real quick.
I went over to ask the other 3 why exactly they're actually here.
We are here as settlers. I thought Ford, he gave us all this gold. And they pull out pouches, and it's got like a good sized pouch. Of
And
gold.
that was a lie. So why are you really here?
I swear,
That's what Ford told me.
we're here.
In that case, why would Ford bring you unless you were useful in some way?
Flesh, blood, and bones makes for a tasty treat.
To settle. And Chance and Silas come up. She's right, to settle. He says there was unlimited possibilities, more gold than we could even imagine waiting for us across this valley. The king would forever be in our favor because we would become the people that started his city.
Well, I'll give you the short version. There's no settlement. He don't know the king, and he was going to sacrifice us. So I'm going to ask again. Why are you useful?
I can cook, Mary says.
That's not what I meant.
I can make medicine, Silas says.
That's probably why he brought you.
And the last guy goes, I'm a very good cartographer. Amongst other things, I'm a true arcanist.
It's Chance, right? That's Chance, right?
It's Chance, the guy that made you steady. So you have like this little bit of a already, a good feeling with Chance. He actually like helped you and gave you steady. So I don't know how you'd feel about him or the party, but I mean you can roll me an insight check, really.
I mean, most part I suggest Chance, but at this point I'm not gonna double check everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was it?
Okay.
That was actually a sincere one too. That felt good.
It was 11.
It was 11?
Yeah.
They seem very truthful. Chance especially. He's like radiating with like, dude, don't kill me.
Not gonna kill you, just trying to make sense of things. And why the little green one wanted us all to come along.
Well, I mean, maybe we can ask the others or the lady. She seems to know what is going on quite a bit. But we weren't allowed in that tent, so we came to you. Roll me a perception check.
That's 14.
14? So, like, everything around you, you hear, like, the birds are still crazy chirping. The day is, it's actually getting a little bit later now. The fire is crackling heavily. The sound of the singing that you heard off in the distance got precariously closer, and you can hear a little bit of, but it's more like slowly like thudding on the ground. Like, bath time! And it's a little bit closer. It's kind of, you hear this. And yeah, everything seems normal around you, and everybody seems truthful. They don't really know why they're here, other than the fact that they thought they were going to help settle things, create clothing, create medicine, create fooding, traps, and get, whatever magical power and knowledge he could there. But now they just look at you curiously. What do you think we should do, Exile Bear?
Not quite sure yet, because we're about to get a lot more dangerous.
Well, I mean, we don't serve much good in a battle, but maybe we could be like a paladin's cavalry, just going along with you, supporting you in whatever way we can, picking up arrows, or I don't know.
You said you could make potions, right?
With the proper equipment, I can. I don't have any of my vials or tubes right now.
Could you make healing salves and potions?
Yes.
Something we can use in battle.
If you can find me the equipment, most certainly. I could. Well, maybe she has some here. Surely they haven't been here in this camp without nothing. He's hopeful.
And Chance, how close are you coming to making steady real?
Well, I suppose if I took homage in one of these tents while you were out, you'll get a nice smirk. I could have something done by the time you get back if you'd be willing to lend me steady while you're gone.
That's not the problem. But, and isn't can you do anything with this to make it not decay quite as fast?
You hold the mask up again?
No, I'm just holding the bag up.
Oh.
Learn my lesson the first time.
He's like, oh, God.
That would be funny.
I feel we still owe it to him, and we keep at this rate. No owing debts will do.
Do you have any oil? I have this jar. I mean, surely we could fit his in this jar or in that sack, and I could, preserve it in oil for a time being. That's the only thing I really know without the proper equipment.
I got an adventurer's kit, which I think has oil in it. Okay. For like a lantern.
Yeah, so you could probably ask everybody for like oil or like Vasir for something, and maybe see what she has that she can offer to help. But he definitely seems like he can preserve it if he has oil.
Okay, can I go ahead and do that and then just give him the brain and everything?
Yeah, you can hand him the bag. He's like, should you tell him I'll go ask?
Yeah.
You're gonna head back over.
And I also want to ask Vasir about securing the stuff for making health potions before we head out. See if we can get a couple of those apiece at least, or
Okay.
something.
And so, like, they actually kind of follow you as you walk over.
After that last battle.
And so you get over, and Vasir turns. She's like, yes. Or, well, you see her. What do you do?
Alright. First, we need some oil for my friend's brain.
Oil? What? What do you mean? We're in here having a conversation about the hollow tree map. The hollow tree that you have the map to.
Aye, we're working on that too. Just in
You
a
need
different
oil?
route.
You need oil?
Aye.
Where's that picture at?
Why do you keep saying I?
Aye. It's a way of saying yes.
No, you're saying I.
In character.
I just kind of look at you funny.
Why would you? You just have to look at me funny. Why are you saying that out loud?
I just ignore him.
Just what? And she's like, well, I can't do alchemy too well, but shoot, do I have anything I can do for him? And you see her like kind of ponder for a second. What are you preserving exactly?
Just take the bag and I open it up and show her. One of our comrades fell when we fought the Ting. This is all that's left of him.
Why do you have that? What is wrong with all of you?
I was going to try to revive him in tone.
May the light shine on you. Goodness, yes, it just...
Novelishly is not shining.
Samantha, go to my wares and grab me the oil from my cabin.
If it makes you feel any better, he was a paladin.
That thing?
That
looks like a dragon.
What was it? He was a cleric, wasn't
It's a fighter.
he? Fighter.
But he.
Anyway, yeah, right.
I thought he was a paladin.
He was a paladin.
He was a good guy.
Paladin of
Told.
who?
I didn't go him that well, but he fought bravely.
But you have his face in your bag.
It's the least I could do for him.
Well, Samantha will be right back with some oil.
And the second thing, our female comrade, she knows how to... Oh god, now I'm saying comrade. She knows how to make health potions, and she needs equipment to do so.
Silas does.
Silas.
Not Mary. Mary can make clothes.
He's a cross-dresser.
The s'mores dude does.
But it's just-
S'mores.
she's like,
I'm on a roll with the accent.
Well, I don't necessarily have the equipment. You see, the last time we all got attacked, we ran out of materials.
What the last time you go?
I have
lot of
a
things
few
got blown up.
vases and such stored in my tent for alchemy purposes, but I mean, aside from that, I don't have much to help him. He'd have to find the resources on his own.
Well, you mind lending him what you could to see if we can get some potions or something before we head out to this
You see,
spider shack.
Silas pulls on. He's like, I would need some. I mean, I have a few mushrooms from when the fairy or when Silver gave them to me a while back that I can turn into some paste for you all out of what I have. But while you're out, if you want something stronger, be sure to grab whatever you find. Okay? If you could find me some fish oil, that would help a lot.
See where that's going.
I want to write that down.
Yeah.
So yeah, she like looks back. She's like, "So are we all?" I was coming to you. It's now your turn. She stops on you, and what is she like? What are you doing?
Picking my teeth with the sword's tip.
She's like, that sword was in the hand of a stone gentleman in this temple. Ford sneakily snatched it out of its hand, breaking the statue's arm off, causing it to fall to the ground, creating a huge scene. And of course, this is where this whole debacle starts. This fucking runt! And she like lashes into him in the face one more time, and his nose breaks. It notably like snaps to the side. And She says,
Very good.
excuse me. He caused a scene when we were trying to communicate with her. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to speak serpent's tongue. It's not easy when they don't want to speak common. Dumb bitch, I knew she could. Anyways, yes, he stole this artifact, and when she confronted him, he tried to swing it on her. It was very uncanny. Ford had never been like that. He'd always been our bard, singing us songs of happiness and pushing us forward, but now, ever since we went into the temple and he grabbed that very sword, he has only seen the world in a way to corrupt and benefit himself. He is the reason that the Scion exists. You see, as you pick your teeth with that weapon, one false cut may very well turn you into the same thing that Marcus was turned into. If you wish to handle it lightly,
Just take max. I just put
please
it
do.
like,
But I tell you,
I have it rolled.
the
I have it
reason,
rolled, and then I just had
according to the oracle,
number and
the
roll.
statue held the sword without a sheath was because the statue lost the sheath long ago. He was a petrified soldier of some sort that she had turned into one of her ornaments, never losing grip of the sword. That sword, when Marcus tried to stop Ford from escaping with it, Ford slung the sword on Marcus and stabbed him in the heart, and when he died,
So is this total?
he walked out of the Temple of Beast. Like, you look at it,
I just think so.
it's like humming a little bit.
I would just
But
put it on.
It just seems like a normal short sword.
Because wait,
So this turns
12, 24,
things into the
30,
undead, no?
Put 66 here.
The undead, maybe. I have a feeling it was not just the sword that did it. Because the last thing we saw was Marcus jumping on top of Ford, and then it was just black. We woke up outside of the temple, and out after us came a giant monster. The only person it could have been was Marcus.
Interesting.
We did get a glimpse of the transformation, though. It's
I am
horrible.
not a fan of anything that might be.
It's a very valuable sword, though.
Intriguing.
It is
And it is very.
nice.
Yes.
I've heard. Some say precious.
Suddenly, a man with a suit walks through a portal with a copyright infringement lawsuit.
I honestly don't like this. It is in very direct conflict with what I am here for.
Then let it go. Roll me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
It's like, Yes.
Is
no,
that a nat one?
that is.
She like let them drop it.
I might hold on to it for just a little longer.
Keep it away from me.
That
Unless
is
you
not
lose
a
your life.
Ha! Your cursed sword is worse.
Listen, people.
You say this out loud as Exile Bear?
Huh?
Oh yeah, she already had the conversation about the sword with you too.
Yeah.
So, so she's like, well, you may be able to find the scabbard though. I have absolutely no idea where it is. But there is somebody that does, apparently. And with this utensil I seek for you to all retrieve, we could find the person that knows where it's at.
Tell me, Goblin. Did you have a makeshift sleeve for this thing?
Like, that's all you get out of him.
Does he have it on him?
He pulled it out of his pocket the first time.
Oh, gotcha.
But like, yeah, that's all you get out of him is.
I'm gonna turn to Shashari and just go. So, is there any more competition you going in this forest?
There were 9 of us.
There's 9 cursed swords.
Not all swords.
I just want to know, can y'all kill with those?
I'm not proficient with the sword, I don't think. To be honest with you.
That's not what I asked.
No.
Can you kill with it?
Because if you can kill with them, who cares that they're cursed?
Let's
You
see.
kill with them.
Like I say, I wouldn't even say you view yours as a curse. It's just a terminology that's been thrown around because of Vasir. She thought that the sword was cursing Johnson. So that's why she's saying it. But I mean,
Your
make an
sword-
insight check.
your
Simple
sword's just
weapon.
Intelligence.
Oh, it would.
If it's a short sword.
Yeah. Do you have simple weapons?
Yeah.
So if it's a simple weapon, then you have proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
14.
14? What was. Fuck. Shit.
You told me to roll out of. You told me to roll insight.
Yeah. So, like, you'll hear, like, Sashar say, I'm not a curse.
That's what Squamor said. No.
You can't hear any of this.
I know.
And you
You
hear that
gamer,
whisper. And Vasir goes, well, it's a bit late now. The time of day, it's dark outside. This all has taken place. The long rest at 10 o'clock, 8 hours. It's getting around 8 p.m., 8:30, you know? It's getting around dark
I
time.
do not understand what you're saying. It is getting late.
Before it gets
It
too
looks
late,
daylight to me.
before it gets too late, there's two things I want to do real fast. I'm gonna go back to the tent, grab my shirt that has a giant thing in it, hole in it,
Excuse me.
and I'm gonna bring it to him because he said he could fix it.
Okay. So you just go out, you quickly make your way out, excuse me.
Yeah.
And so when you get back, come back, you hand it to him, you mend it up. She looks at Marshall. She asks everybody, please, everybody, make your way inside. And at this time, Samantha comes back in and she hands you this jug of oil.
Meet
like-
me inside.
That's all I
Meet
have.
me inside. Meet me in.
Donkey.
You pull him out.
Yeah, and I just like,
Dunk him in there.
well, I just kind of make sure that that Mary's not in eye shot of that. I feel like listening to a scream in the closed quarters.
After you fix my shirt, I do the same thing again where I just take my shirt off, and at that point you see my scar, and I put back my original clothes on.
The mending mark matching up to his scar.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, she like looks at all of you. Mary can't see you, so you stuck it in the glass.
Yeah, then I give it to Chance.
Okay. And a Chance thinks he's like, oh, lovely. You said there's an area which you were using for alchemy, right? See? She turns. Silence. Yes. Go. It's in my quarters. Samantha, show him, and Samantha takes Chance off, and they go and do whatever. So she brings all of you inside, and she gestures to Mary and Silas, and she's like, please, go join the three of them, or the two of them. So everybody, Samantha included, makes her way over here, gets inside the tent, and they're all over there for the time being. She looks around at everybody. So, the tree then? That'll be step one. Fair?
Alright.
I will have something for you all when you come back. I have to take care of Johnson's body and make sure that this smell doesn't reach any further into the jungle, but surely tomorrow morning will be much safer for you all to set off, being that we are currently probably circled by many scavengers.
Is there a lake nearby or something we can get some fish?
There's a river.
Aye.
There's a river maybe 3 clicks from here. To the south.
fine.
Or to the west.
How far is the click?
It's Lesser Revive only removes
A
conditions.
click is a
Nah.
kilometer.
And then healing spells
Okay.
are only healing
So
spells.
it's about 3 miles roughly.
I'll thank you. While we're all here, quick question for anyone in my party. I'm looking for something a little valuable. Just anything. I need something to cast like a spell through.
Same
gem.
character.
Yeah. Like a gem, pearl, maybe like a gold skull.
Skull. Monsieur.
Where's the bag of holding?
Skull. What kind of skull?
Not like an actual human skull, but like maybe like a decorated.
crystal skull.
You refuse this. Don't you know your party members at all? And she'll go back to the drawer and she'll
What?
pull up this crystal skull.
It's got these nice 2 emerald eyes lined with ruby teeth. And she's like, we found this some time ago.
I'll trade you that for the cursed item I have.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Give me the cursed item.
Hey, Jason.
Can I get the skull?
No, not yet. Look, now I have your reward.
Hey, Jason. Are you looking just for rubies?
It can be anything as long as it's worth some gold.
Bag of holding, Silver, rest in peace before he died. There was like 4 rubies.
Nope.
No?
I think Zalbear has them all on his sword. Or in
Hey,
his
never
great
mind.
axe.
I'm lying.
Would you part with one?
Huh?
Would you part with one of your gems when he asks?
Hell no.
Alright.
No.
So
It's a rite of passage. It was like, no, that's that's like a hugely coveted item.
What do you need him for?
I need it for a specific spell to be able to cast through it. Yeah, I see that, but I want to start practicing the spell now. If you're gonna give it to me as a reward, I'll take it, but
I don't know if I'm
The
gonna give
Vizier
it
is
to you all.
making
You'll hear her
faces for
shove it
Jason.
back in her pile of gold. Maybe.
alright.
Continue y'all's conversation. Excuse me.
Oh, he won't
You'll
tell
be
me
right.
what the spell's for, so.
So do
But
tell.
not that I have.
Guys,
anyway.
Or restful evening.
we'll rest for the evening.
Ah, indeed. Madame. How are you?
And she'll look around and like she stops on you. She turns to look the rest of the party, and as she does, you'll see her go like you'll feel it tighten. Another ring tighten up around your throat. It's not tight enough that it presses into your neck for people to see, but it's like it's being held there. And she just cuts her eye at you. Tomorrow, then, we leave. You all leave. I won't be leaving.
That's fine with me.
Good, big one.
Okay.
Yes.
There.
It might be uneventful today, but trust me, what awaits you now? We were not able to make it more than a day's journey into this jungle. And that was moving fast. We'll see what you all can do. Make sure you make a map of where we are. Does this sound good to you?
I'm actually gonna.
And you, the most precarious one of the bunch, you sit right here. The rest of you, find your lodgings. I have to speak to this one for a while.
Before we go to sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Chance
You
and,
might help
and
me
show
out.
him the spider
What's
map
up?
and everything, since he said he knows cartography well.
Yeah.
We got a little
So,
bit before we,
That's what we'll get. You go over and you speak to him,
Yeah.
and we're actually gonna wind the session down right here.
Okay.
What?
I was gonna talk to Mama Bear real fast.
Oh, okay. Real quick before.
Before I shut the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you. What?
Yes,
What would y'all
on
like
the
to
record.
exchange?
Do you mind coming out with me for a little bit to help me out with something?
It's much easier to come out
I thought you
together.
asked him if he's coming out of the closet.
What for?
Oh my.
I would like your help with something I've been working on.
Interesting. This is gonna be curious.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, my hands are a little tied at the moment. I mean,
Are we supposed to like sneak out when no one's looking, or we just
You can leave whenever you wish.
we can leave whenever we wish?
I just don't want people hearing.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
want the people hearing?
Maybe you should go outside before you start talking.
Alright, can you follow me like that?
So I think with that we'll
Uh,
end, right? We'll leave it a mystery what
Ooh.
what they all because you guys go.
Do you
off
want to
your
leave it
own
a mystery or you want
privacy.
to record it?
I understand your predicaments. And
Do you wanna leave it a mystery or you want it
perform
recorded
rituals,
for
But
that?
I
It's
got
up
a
to you guys
ritual
if
of
you
my
wanna
own.
leave now.
Well, Jason wants Marshall.
Is it going to be integral to the story?
Jason wants
It's just something my character wants. to do
Jason
real
wants
fast.
Marshall to.
I was
head
gonna
to
say
the
for the
end
beginning of next
woods.
session.
I believe we'll end it there for
Alright,
now.
Yeah.
Fun,
Next
fun,
session, everybody.
Next
Session
session.
10.
All right. Say bye, everyone.
fun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, friends.